Hi guys, 2024 is officially wrapped up and it was honestly such a crazy year. I was picking the videos to put in this best of and it was honestly such a hard choice. There were so many good videos this year, but I've narrowed it down to a few of them. Thank you for all your support. It was honestly such a life-changing year. I remember when the first video actually blew up, I was in the middle of just deciding what is the purpose of this channel. But now with this new audience, 100,000 of you, I feel like this year I can really go all in with making the content that you guys want to watch. And if you haven't seen my previous video, I'm doing a giveaway for reaching 100,000 subscribers. I made 100 of these hats and all you need to do is subscribe to the weekly newsletter at wesleywinter.com. It's completely free, so just type in your name and email for a chance to win one of these hats. I'm not really good at doing these sentimental speeches, but I'll do my best to put out the content for you guys that you want to watch. And as you watch this, I hope it makes you forget whatever's going on in life and realize that there are some good people out there. So here's to making the most of 2025 and thank you again for all your support.
Literally, mate, I just was sat there on the couch. People were fucking getting stabbed in the area more and more often, and I thought, how can we make it like the old school way, which is literally use your fist, settle it, and everybody gets to go home. And just thought, you know what, why not try something yourself? And made this. First one was all right. Obviously, it was locked down, so it was a bit quiet anyway. So a lot of people had nothing to do, so they came, and then from there, traction just went, and now we're at this stage.
So I know you started it because of knife crime. Like knife crime's like a really big thing in Manchester at the minute. Like
100%.
It's getting worse and worse. Probably one of like the worst cities for knife crime outside of London. Isn't it?
No, 100%. Yeah, that's literally it's them type of stats that make you like realise like, wow, what's actually going on in my city? Why is that kind of thing like? Why are we on the uprise? And it just makes you think, wow. Well, me personally, I want to get involved and try and do something.
And have you seen like a big change, like from bringing the fighters in, as some of them had beef or something? And
yeah, no, 100%. I'm not going to name names, but yeah, 100%. There's people that have lived that life and they've come here and now they work and train. That's it. Do you know what I mean? They've switched it up. So yeah, I feel like I'm doing something.
What kind of fighters can we expect today? Like some new fighters, some experienced fighters?
It's majority new, but they are all quite experienced. You might have like a few novices, but majority of them have all had a fight or two. Got a beef match, obviously, so it's going to be explosive, mate.
Yeah, I've seen you got a medic as well, so it's all pretty safe.
Yeah, 2 medics, mate, qualified. Obviously, we've got to make sure fighter safety is the first thing for me. So as long as they're safe, the show can go on.
Next up is a beef match between Warlord and Brandon the Headstand Haynes, who got the nickname because of his antics in his previous fight. There's a lot of bad blood between these fighters and they definitely don't like each other.
I am the king of this ring. It's about time I had a jester. All right, it's about time.
Fucking hell. Calm down in the first 5 seconds, man. Fucking hell. Let the fight go on a bit. I ain't travelled fucking 9 miles.
He's gone. This is King of the Ring. This is what can happen. Wow, man. Crazy, eh? He was out. Yeah, he's on the floor. Fucking hell.
Let's go.
What? He can't carry on, no? Bloody hell, that was like a 20 count. Oh my god. Here we go.
Watch him out.
Come on, Brandon! Come on, Deb! Come on, Dempsey! Come on, Brandon!
Pressure them!
Sweep in the pocket! Come on, Dempsey! Come on, Dempsey!
He's shot. Put him out. Jesus Christ. He's done. Oh, big fight in the first round. You got the knockdown in the first round and they carried it on. Do you reckon you should have just stopped it there?
Not really, because I don't really like Warlord. I don't feel bad for him either. It's the fight's over now, but he's still a trash talker.
Yeah.
And I knew the results from the start. But What I'm concerned about, they said it was a head punch, head clash, but we need to see in a real edit if it was actually a head punch, elbow or whatever they said it was. Because I felt a clean hook came.
Yeah, in real time.
My mate's got a clip of it, it's a clean left hook.
Alright, well.
In real time, yeah.
Clean left hook, that.
Yeah. Thank you, yeah. Thank you for everybody. Big up to them for an event. Very good, very, very good crowd today. Very respectful crowd. Proper decent people. Big up to Manchester, yeah.
Will we see you again?
No.
That's it.
I only came for one, unless Warlock call me for another one, I will. But yeah. So, but no, I'll come to see. I'll watch the events, but I'm not fighting again.
All right, good to see you, mate. Well done.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. Well done.
Is it a race? I thought it was just falling.
Yeah, but I think I'm hurt right now.
Yeah.
Bullshit talk aside, I'm shit scared. What the fuck is this? This is a cliff. This isn't a hill. This is a mountain.
I don't know. I got it.
Your body is telling you why are you doing this?
To get the cheese.
I seem to be bleeding, but I can't feel it, so it's alright.
I was walking back to it, we need to call this back home. Crazy, it's so crazy.
Well done, mate. Well in.
You probably want to just stick right to the side of that track because the more left you go, the more nettles there are.
All right. Mate, you literally know your way around this hill, eh?
Yeah, well, I grew up just in the village. Just down in the village, you can see down there. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that is steep.
And I used to do my paper round, which used to come most of the way up here.
Did you? Wicked.
So I used to have to ride up here every weekday.
Oh, running up it must be harder than getting down, eh?
Yeah, it's, I think it's worse than running down, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot tougher on the lungs.
Mate, this is so steep.
This is the steepest part we're coming to now.
Oh my God. It's steeper than it looks when you're like at the bottom.
Yeah, and when you watch the videos, it just doesn't give it like true justice of how steep it is.
Oh my days.
That's the way you grab big clumps of grass.
Oh my God, fuck that. That was scary.
It's not too bad, is it?
Whoa.
So, count 25 people through a little gap there.
Yeah.
Then you'll have 2 rows of people basically lined up across here. The person will be sat in there with the cheese. And then they'll do a countdown, or count up.
Yeah.
1 to be ready, 2 to be steady, 3 for the cheese, at which point the person with the cheese will chuck it, and then everyone chases it on 4.
Right.
And then it's literally run.
How are you feeling about the race? I see you got a can of beer in your hand. I guess you're quite nervous.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm planning to get pissed before the race, so I won't feel anything.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary.
It's steeper once you're here, right?
Yeah.
On the video, it's not the
I
same.
saw the photos and I thought, okay, maybe it's possible, but no. My legs are shaking.
I'm really scared.
I'm a bit scared. So, but everybody is, so no one's cocky there. So
I'm relaxed right now. I think I'm gonna, when I stand right in front of the starting line, I'm gonna be shitting my pants.
You don't realise how steep it is until you
That's
get
what
here.
everyone's saying.
Changed everything. Once you got up here, it's like, wow.
It's so fucking steep.
Yeah.
It's insane, actually. Because it won't make it justice on camera.
They always say, like, oh, this is much crazier in person. But then you actually see it in person and you believe them. It's gnarly. I'm hoping to walk out of here with my teeth.
It looks doable, and then as you get to the bottom, you're like, what the fuck is this? This is a cliff, this isn't a hill, this is a mountain.
You've just seen the hill. What do you think of it now that you've seen it?
Man, here, can you hold this? Just put it in your pocket. Bro, I don't know. I got it. I'm nailing it. I don't know, bro.
It's steeper than it looks compared to when you see it on the TV, isn't it? So the cheese are just about to start. We're going to do the first race in about 10 minutes. As you can see, so many people are here already. It's packing out. And the cheese is coming down and off they go. It's on into the left. Chris, how was that?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Scarier than it looks?
It's proper fun.
So you're covered in mud. How was it?
I'm great.
Yeah?
Yeah. I can't even see that's for you.
Good job, man. Good job, buddy. Britons never, never, never shall be slaves. Roll Britannia!
Well guys, I've just arrived at the main area where the rally will begin, and just in front of me you just see a sea of St George's flags. You cannot really see past 10 rows of people. Have a look, check it out. So we're going to chat to some of the people and see why they're here today. Let's go. This lady has a sign, not far right, just right. Hey girls, I just saw your sign. What's that all about today? Why are you guys here?
I'm here to support our British culture.
What about you?
Same, here to stick up for our country, for our British rights, our values.
When you talk about values and British culture, what do you mean by that?
We're not racist, as the mainstream media like to portray us. We're just sticking up for British values.
Yeah.
Go anywhere in the world and their culture stick up for their own. It's a time the British had their voices heard and stuck up for our British culture.
When you talk about voices heard, what is it you want to particularly say to the government?
We pay 56 million a week just for illegal immigrants accommodation. Without the legal immigrants, our schools are crumbling, our hospitals are crumbling, just too many people.
Put it another way, when you got the Titanic and they filled it with too many people, what happened? It sunk. And that's what's happening to England. We're sinking, too many in.
Donald Trump, what's your reason for being here today?
We've got to make England great again.
How are we going to do that?
Well, we've got to get back our values, our Christian values, and go back to proper family life and have parents in the home.
Right.
Take the government control away.
Bring back the families.
Bring back the families.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. This is crazy. Oh, guys, this is nuts. It's like a football match. There's so many people here.
Oh yeah, they went.
Oh, guys, this is super packed. I can't even see that far ahead of me. Sorry, lads. Wow, different flags. They got the Union Jack, St George's flag, Welsh flag. Wow, check it out. So many. All here, people today trying to come together. The kind of messages, bring back the country, is what most of the people have been saying. What do you say to the people who deem it as racist, all this St George's flag and all that?
You deem it as you want, mate.
Yeah.
So deem it as you want.
What's the kind of message for today? What are the people actually here for? You say bring
to get our country back.
In what way?
To stop all this wokeness that's going on.
Yeah.
All this stuff that's basically taking our identity away.
Yeah.
We're being driven and driven. Everyone else is being given everything from every other country, but we're not. We've got English people sleeping on the streets, yet they give all these illegal people hotels and all that money, whatever. Why are we being persecuted for them? That's what it's all about.
What's the question?
Yeah, so
what's the question?
Why are we all here today?
Why are we all here today?
Yeah, what's the reason?
We want to take a country back.
What does that mean to take the country back? What's happened to the country?
We're losing all. Too many illegal immigrants. Okay, I got it.
We're here for our fucking kids' future, mate. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
In what sense? What's happening to the kids?
Don't pay like me £200 per grooming gangs.
Where are they?
No racism.
Here. That's where they are. We want them gone.
Listen, it's not about immigrants himself. As you can see, you're an immigrant. It's not about.
I was born here, but
yeah. But you still. It's not about immigrants. It's about illegal immigrants. We don't know who they are.
Our country is under attack. It seems that migration is being used as a weapon against the English people. The fact that they're allowing unchecked males to come into the country without any sort of background checks, it's nothing to do with racism, it's about protecting our children. So most people that are here have had some sort of experience of either women or children being attacked, right, by people that have come into the country unchecked, and people have just had enough of it, right? We're a very warm, open country. If you come here with love in your heart, we love you. If you come here to commit crime and to attack our children, we have a problem with that. And I think that the government has facilitated that, and that's why you're seeing so many people on the streets. Is we're here just to protect our children and protect our culture.
Because the thing is, they're bringing them over. They're coming over on the boats and whatever. They're getting rid of everything, documentation. We don't know them. We don't know if they're bringing over people who are rapists, murderers, or whatever. We got enough at the moment. Our hospitals, schools. My son has been waiting 4 months for a house himself. What's going on? He's got children. He's got to be out in a fortnight from the home that he rents. He hasn't been given anywhere to live with children.
Right. What about the crime that's happening that isn't to do with migrants? I mean, crime is quite rife throughout even London itself.
It is, but I think you also have to look at the trend that things like sexual assault are on the massive rise. And when you see that the percentage of those assaults are by people that are not from here and have had no background checks, they are maybe asylum seekers or whatever, I'd just say people are just kind of raising the fact that this is an issue in the country, right? Yes, crime exists, but when you're seeing a trend of people that have come over on boats attacking our children and attacking our soldiers, something has to be done about it, right? It's the reason that passports exist. You can't go to America or Australia if you've committed a petty crime. Why is that? Because they don't want criminals in their country because they're protecting their children, right? It's the reason that safeguarding exists in schools. If they suddenly said, by the way, we're not doing any more background checks on teachers because it's racist, people would have a problem with that because you want to protect the welfare of children. And ultimately, it's all about protecting the welfare of our children. It's plain and simple.
Listen. Our government are putting them in flats. I live in Nottingham, I do, right? And there's a block of flats, right? Per month, it's £1,500 per month that these illegal immigrants are being put in. And there's a whole block of flats, 20 stories high, full of them. And they've all got electric bikes for free. They all get the £1,500 a month rent paid for them, okay? All right, my dad, he's fought in Falklands War. My dad's fought 2 tours of Northern Ireland. And my dad is on his arse with money. In British terms, that means you're skint, you're poor. Yeah, my dad is poor and he is skint.
So you think the taxpayer shouldn't have to, cover up for those people?
No. Listen. There's 270,000 homeless people in the whole of Britain. That's why I'm here today. Is because there's 207. Not because of Tommy Robinson. They're all singing that. I'm not here because of him. I'm here because of my country. 270,000 British homeless, they're not getting helped.
So what are you hoping after today? What do you think all these people...
To get more of the message about, we need to now start standing up and getting our country back. Peacefully. Peacefully. We don't do it violently, we do it peacefully.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads of people here, but it's been quite calm so far. I mean,
the only reason this will kick off today is because of the old bill.
Yeah.
Because they're aching for it. Guarantee it, they're aching for it. If you see anything happen, then the old bill that do it. Because they're too-tier, they're corrupt as well. All of them. Period.
Hey lads, why are we all here today?
Why
are we here today?
Why are we here today?
Yeah.
Apparently giving away free booze in this pub, didn't you know? No, but it's got to be done, isn't it? We're losing total control of our country. It ain't the England we know, or London we know anymore. And we're been totally beaten into the ground by the politicians. It's a total disgrace.
What is the old England that you knew about back in the day?
Well, it wasn't like it is now. Totally different. Pubs everywhere, betting shops everywhere, loads of places to go. Now there's none.
So it's more about providing opportunities and places.
No, it ain't about anything. It's changed in every direction you could imagine. It's changed. There are places in this country now that don't at all resemble England as it was 20 or 30 years ago. I mean, it's not about different... It isn't about racism. It's nothing to do with different coloured people. It's all to do with every single thing. I mean, you can walk down some high streets, there's not an English shop there. It's just you know, it's madness.
People aren't spending money like they used to. I mean,
they're not.
It's hard at the minute.
It is very hard at the moment, yeah. And I mean, obviously, there's more and more people coming into the country, which means there's less and less money seems to go around, less and less money for people to go out and spend, and so it's a complete drain.
I mean, all the people here today, do they look like racist far right to you?
It's just like they love their country, to be honest.
They're not far right at all. But every politician, the media are to blame because they won't show none of this unless there's a fight. Or something goes wrong, that'll be plastered everywhere. If there's untold thousands here, peaceful, everyone wants to show what they're actually thinking, and the media won't show none of it. The media are the problem.
So what's the message of this rally? What is the point of today? What do you expect is going to happen?
A show of strength. We want to let the politicians who won't listen what the people think.
That's it.
Spot on. Spot on.
Let the politicians see how strongly we feel about things.
Well, we've got a new government now. Will anything change or
nothing will change?
Who can change it?
It'll change for the worse.
Who should be in charge then?
Nigel Farage. 100%. Yeah. I make you right, yeah. Reform. Shadow of a doubt, yeah. Reforms away. 100%.
If Reform's in charge, what do you think would happen to the country? What should be the first thing that they should?
There's many factors. For a start, they haven't got a manifesto, because people that say they've got a manifesto don't stick to it. Let's make it apparent. No one's shying away from it no more. Illegal immigration is quite clearly the main problem in this country right now, because the population is too much. It's far too high with every aspect. I don't just mean because of your typical, they're taking our jobs. It's nothing to do with that no more. We haven't got an immigration, we've got a taxi service now. It goes further than that. It's deeper than that.
You speak to everyone here, they all say they fear for their children and their grandchildren. That's what, because it's getting worse by the year. And most people here, nothing against the Muslims. I swear, it's not against the Muslims, but the Islamification of this country is rapid.
Exactly.
How big's that flag, mate? Hey? How big's that flag? Fucking hell.
About half a mile.
Best flag you'll see all day, that one.
A big police presence here as well today. You can just see on the left of me, loads of police vans and officers down there, and even on the right. So many vans. Even got a helicopter in the sky, flying above. Wow. Hi, mate. How come you come here today? What's your reason for being here?
Well, you got to support this country, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, it's getting taken over with all the Muslims, and just what happened up at Manchester the other day. I mean, we just bow down to them all the time. You know, 3 women beaten up, broken nose, and then he gets kicked in the head. And, you know, and my kids, they've have no future in this country. My granddad fought in the war, and what they've given, the Parliament have given this country away in 60, 70 years since the war, and it's shameful. You know, that's
who's to blame then? Is it the government?
It's the government. They're running the case. They just look after themselves, don't they? They're not interested in the people, and this is why we're all here now, because the people have had enough of it all now.
What should be done?
Well, stop immigration to start with, and sort out who should be here and who shouldn't. You know, and start looking after the people that pay the taxes in this country, the working class, hard-working people, you know.
Put the money elsewhere.
Well, I mean, just a bit of common sense. They've got no common sense with it all. I mean, it's a sorry state, this country now, you know, from a great place.
So this rally has been going on for at least a couple hours now. Just down there, as you can see, are people protesting like against racism, standing up to Tommy Robinson, but the police have kept them apart. So gonna have a little walk and hopefully chat to them. We'll hear kind of different views on what they think about today. Let's go. Anyone want to say a few words for YouTube? Do you want to say a few words?
No, I wouldn't bother coming in.
Why not?
I didn't plan for this shit.
I didn't plan either. I'm just doing myself, just seeing what you guys are doing. Yeah. Yeah, how come you guys are all against Tommy Robinson today?
Scum, Nazi scum.
Yeah.
Words to that effect.
What about the other people who are protesting today? They said it's, you know, they want their country back, is the words they've been saying.
Well, that's just right-wing nastyism, and we don't buy into that, do we, surely? This is just the kind of rhetoric that brings in the idiots of the country, doesn't it? It's a call to the racists. This is an all-nation country. This is a multi-nation country, always has been. Yeah. And we fought for this in the Second World War against Nazism. And that's why we're here, against Nazism of all types. And it isn't just about race. It's about sexuality. It's about politics. It's about all of these aspects. Everyone's here against all of those things. So
I met a lot of different people today. I've even met veterans who have said they've been in wars themselves and they're even siding with Tommy or siding with the country itself.
They may well be, but they may well be short of a few brain cells, my friend. Yeah.
Okay. I thought there was more of you today. There wasn't like a bigger crowd.
I don't think anyone's interested in your dead social media, mate. So,
mate, what's your thing? Your thing's dead, mate. So yeah, for some reason this guy's got the ag. I don't know what his problem is. He says the social media is dead. Let's see, guys. But yeah, these are the guys who are against Tommy Robinson. To be honest, these have been a bit more aggressive than what I've seen with all the tens of thousands of people in Trafalgar Square. I mean, I'm not against or for any party. Just wanted to hear both sides of the opinion. But yeah, apparently that guy has got the ump. What a waste man. Yeah. I was in the comments for that guy. So I was just walking around Westminster and it seems like this must be the day for protest or some sort, because there's people kneeling here as well. Yeah, so it's all happening today. Wow, check this out, guys. I think he's singing about God. Okay. Hallelujah. So those guys we just bumped into were Stand Up for Racism. So yeah, it's not okay to be racist, but it's okay to be a dick. So I guess that's what that guy stands for. Tried to get a few more opinions, but couldn't find anyone. So I guess we'll just have to go back. As I'm walking back, I see some more protesters. Hopefully these guys are a bit nicer. So let's try have a word with these guys. Let's see what they say. Hey guys, I see you stand up for racism today. How come you guys are actually here? What's the message?
Let's wait here.
Do you guys mind saying a few words? Just asking what you guys are up to. There's nothing rude, man. I'm just asking you.
It's alright.
You guys?
Basically just look, that man basically doesn't think I should have the right to exist, and I've demonstrated that as a trans woman I do exist.
Yes, I haven't really heard about that today. It's all been about illegal migrants.
Well, it's everything else is said that's got me. That the illegal migrants and everything is not. He's a very prejudiced man. He's basically any minority, anything that's different to him, he wants to get rid of it.
Well, what I've heard today is calling against, say, illegal migrants who are coming into the country illegally, causing crimes, and that's
that. And he's very good at that. All he's managed to do is whip up press, but say he's also got a lot of friends that are beginning to scare me a lot, like Kelly J. Neal.
Right. I haven't heard him say, to be fair, homophobic. Have you personally heard him say anything homophobic?
Oh, I have online. He's said quite a bit online. And his wife has said even more.
So guys, what do you hope will happen from today? What's the kind of message you want to send?
How people keep coming out and showing their support.
It's a simple message. There's many more of us than you.
Okay, so I think what's happening is that a lot of the people who are part of the Stand Up for Racism are going home, so hopefully we can catch a few words from some of them. Hi guys, what's your reason for coming today?
Anti-fascist march down there.
What's fascist about Tommy Robinson, the guys that...
Yeah, they're all down at Trafalgar Square, so we came to oppose.
Yeah, what's bad that they've actually said or done that's made you think they're fascist or far right? What?
Blaming refugees for everything, blaming black people. You know, we're both migrants from Ireland, so we're not having that.
What I've seen today is that they're speaking more about the illegal migrants who are coming in and causing these crimes. Would you agree with that?
Possibly, but I don't think that there's any basis on that. You know, so but we need to get.
Awesome, thanks for the words, guys. Cheers, thank you. Yeah. So it seems like the messages are being a bit, cross. I don't know what the word is, but yeah, they're kind of similar. Let's see, chat to some other guys. Hey guys, we come from Birmingham, West Brom, or?
Yeah.
Nice. What's your reason for coming today? Both of you.
This is our. Well, I've come to support the resistance to Tommy Robinson.
Yeah. What's bad about Tommy Robinson?
What's bad about him? Well, what's good about him? He's a right-wing activist with a long tradition steeped in fascism.
Where are you from? From YouTube, England. But yeah,
that's all right. I'm quite happy. Yeah, he's been involved in organising fascist organisations all his life. Member of the BNP. You know, these are people who actually believe we should be blaming other people for the problems in society rather than the people at the top. They've always done that. That ain't the answer. Our answer is unity across the people, across the whole of the people, not just with unity of the ruling class.
Speaking to the people today, the main message that I've heard is that they're against more the illegal migrants who are coming in.
Well, they always talk about illegal migration. That's a big issue, don't they? It's not a big issue, really. The biggest problem we've got is millionaires flying around the globe, pursuing their vanity projects and doing what they like with our lives. They aren't the people who are putting us on the dole queue or depriving us of housing. The people who are depriving us of housing are the people who decide that we can't have a public housing system to sort out homelessness.
Yeah,
well,
but the government just spent around, I think it was 700 million on the Rwanda scheme that went to nothing.
Well, that was a complete waste. What they should have done is been processing people properly and finding them some work.
Yeah.
Plenty to do in our society.
So is it down to the government to use that money wisely? What is the solution?
Well, it's down to we need proper schemes to sort out homelessness. We need a public housing project that will take people put people in homes, but also give people work as well.
It's myself, and it's Wesley Winter on YouTube. Myself, so independent journalist. Yeah.
I'm quite happy.
I'm hearing both sides of the argument.
Fair enough.
I want to say something about the 700 million.
Go on.
If you want to bean count about the 700 million, maybe we should bean count the trillions that go offshore into the
true. Yeah.
And if you want to bean count, then we should count the beans that were stolen during COVID, giving contracts to private companies that were friends of the Tory donors.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
So do we blame a corrupt government?
Yeah, of course we blame a corrupt government, but divisive politics, blaming poor people escaping from wars that we've largely had a hand in, isn't the answer.
Yeah, cool. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Cheers. I don't know why so many people are up against talking to me. Maybe they have seen too many things online or something. But yeah, it's good to finally actually get a few opinions from people. Let's just get a few more as we're leaving. See some guys on rainbow flags and whatnot. Hey guys, I see you got the Stand Up for Racism sign. What's your reason for coming today?
Sorry, who are you?
I'm Wesley Winter. I do on YouTube. I just do my own thing.
And we're being really careful about who we're talking to.
Why is that?
Because of the far right demo today as well.
I'm not like a propaganda person. You don't want to voice your opinion.
You know why we're here? To stop racism, stop fascism.
What racism have you seen? And what fascism have you seen?
Lifetime, you haven't got time to listen. Are you asking a brown woman what racism she's seen?
Well, I'm half Korean, so I've experienced racism myself. I'm just asking what you've experienced.
A lot.
All right.
So anyway, actor Ellie Begg murdered in East Ham High Street.
All right, cool.
Who are you with?
Just myself, just hearing about the opinions. That's my YouTube. Nothing bad. I'm just hearing both sides of the argument today.
No, don't.
You didn't see it.
Well, all I can tell
Go on.
Is that we're here because
I'm nothing bad, honestly.
Racism. We're fighting racism. But they just set up.
Yeah, I'm against racism too. My mother's Korean, so and I'm mixed. I'm from like half English, half Korean, so I've experienced racism myself. But
yeah,
what racism?
That's a lie, isn't it?
That's a. Oh, I obviously am. What do you mean?
It's just that we've heard stuff like that before. That's all.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So, what's the kind of message there? Is it against Tommy Robinson? Is it a particular group?
It's against any fascist that thinks it's okay to normalise racism.
Yeah.
That's it. We're saying you're in the minority.
What I've heard today is that they're more against illegal migrants coming in rather than they're against a multicultural society. What do you think about that?
Say that again.
I mean, the people I've spoken to today, they're more against illegal migrants rather than a multicultural society.
Illegal. How do you know they're illegal? They've not had their claims processed yet.
I mean,
one's illegal.
I mean, the ones who come from the boats. I mean, the ones who don't have passport.
They wouldn't come. They wouldn't come on the boat if there were safe routes, and there aren't any safe routes. So what do you want them to do?
Listen, I don't mind if you give me £35,000, right? I'll go to Rwanda tomorrow. How's that? Yeah, you'll be the first one to go there. You know, they spent £700 million.
Yeah.
They're fucking diff. That guy's a bloody curry sucker. Yeah, got no clown. He's a clown, man.
But mate,
listen. In here, most of them are bloody mafia sitting in there, right? They haven't got a clue. They sit there and eat and fart. That's what they're good about. That's what you call bloody British Parliament. They're bloody weakest link in the world. Right now, who's controlling them? The Zionists.
There we go, guys, trying to spill the beans. I don't know why they're so against having a few words, but yeah, she was a bit of a Karen. I've managed to speak to both sides now, luckily. I guess the first people that I saw weren't too happy. I think there's like maybe a stigma against people with cameras talking to these stand-up to racism people. Maybe they had some issues in the past or whatnot. But yeah, interesting to hear both parts. Now, I've spoken with the police as well. Obviously, they didn't want to be on camera, but they've also told me that no issues have occurred today, and I haven't seen anything personally too. So I think so far it's been quite a peaceful protest. Nothing's really happened. Obviously, you get the one or two idiots who'll say a few remarks and things like this. But I'm going to try and catch the end of what Tommy Robinson has to say and maybe speak to some of the people involved in his circle if we get a few words. But yeah, let's have a look. Let's go. What was that all about?
They just let a Palestinian with a flag tried to walk through here. They stopped him and went, no, you can't walk through there. He went, I can walk where I want. I can do what I want. We've got it all on video. And they let him go that way. I was here the other week. They wouldn't let me with my flag walk where I wanted to in my city. They're disgusting.
Oh, a few tensions rising. I had to run a long way round because they blocked off. They're still screaming. Wow. Oh, it's just crazy. Yeah, they blocked off parts of Westminster and the road down Trafalgar Square just to stop the two protests colliding. Now they're sending, I wonder if anything's going to happen because the police are starting to move.
Came here to make our lives better. This ain't just Britain to us, it's the United Kingdom forever.
Something's happening.
So we stand strong.
Someone's on the floor, the police are coming. Let's have a look. Someone's on the floor, there's cameras everywhere.
We are on from A&K, checking to one of us.
The police are getting involved. I've no idea what's happening. I think they're protecting someone. They've made a circle around someone. Oh, in this man. Police have gone away. What just happened there, lads?
He just literally went to walk past naturally, and they've just grabbed him and rugby tackled him.
Who's grabbed him?
The police just grabbed someone, and they went. He was just naturally walking past, and they've just rugby tackled him.
Yeah, tensions are rising a bit now. Maybe a bit of the alcohol. Who knows? Wow. Let's have a look. It's all kicking off. There must be at least 50 police officers. Maybe not. Maybe about 20. But something's happened. Some controversy. Someone's been injured. Oh, she's pushed.
Fuck you, you!
She just pushed her.
I saw it, yes.
Tensions are rising. Oh, just a lot of yelling. Nothing's really happened. I don't know what it's all about. I think they're just drunk. But yeah, people are pushing and shoving, antagonising the police. But Yeah, so far it's been pretty peaceful, I'd say, up until that point. Oh, it looks like someone's just been arrested. I don't know what for. He's been detained. He's got a... Oh, it's getting a bit crazy.
You're all just like a video call away from getting sacked, aren't you? You're like in Manchester.
Oh.
Don't push me. Don't push me. Okay, what
It's a hand one up like that. Let him go.
What are they handcuffing you for, mate?
Day in, day out. We're here to protect you. We're here to protect the English white guy. Yeah.
Punch the former police officer. They're searching me. All the evidence is on my phone. Let's see the evidence of my phone officers. Let's prove my
Wow. Yeah, so I just came to catch the end of the rally, I guess, but it's all starting to kick off. But yeah, it is just a minority. There's only like 3 guys there and about 20 police officers. What was that all about, mate? Did you see any of it? Or?
Oh no, like there was a Palestinian flag gone down the road. Yeah. A few of my mates chased after it.
Yeah.
Then the police chased them. Now I can't find them. I think they've been nicked.
But yeah, how's the day been? How's the actual protest been itself?
Been a great day.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one problem, right? You know what I mean?
That's the first I've seen, actually, to be fair.
It's not one problem all day long, yeah? And like you're looking, there's got to be 50, 60,000 there in
Big turnout,
Square.
big turnout.
You know what I mean? Like, we come to the last one, the 1st of June. Peaceful. You know what I mean?
You may take our lives, but you will never take our freedom! And we are building a community that no political party can ever match or do! And I believe with what we're putting together as a team, and I mean all of you when I talk about a team, with what we're putting together, there will be 30 million people in this movement by the time we finish, and we will win our country back!
I spoke with a lot of stand up to racism people, like during this protest. A lot of them were calling Tommy and the people, Nazis and racists. Would you say this was a racist event today?
No, not at all.
You're joking?
Trying to save your daughters, trying to save your country, is this racist? I don't think so. It's patriotic.
If Tommy is a racist, then the whole England is racist.
I feel like protests themselves, there's always so much noise, people having different opinions, and the message gets lost at times with any protest. What would you say is the main message for today?
Uniting the kingdom, bringing everyone together. We don't care about race, we don't care about, to be honest, there's not a lot we care about. We just care about the culture, as in keeping our own culture, and I don't think that's a lot to ask for. And if someone is happy to come here and live here like Britons, then we welcome everyone. We have no problem.
So you're happy with the multicultural society? It's more about the illegal migrants coming into the country and...
Do you know what? Even some of the illegals, right? Look, if they come here and embrace this country, just because someone comes here illegally doesn't necessarily make them a bad person.
Yeah.
And we have plenty of our own homegrown bad people that we need to deal with.
Right, exactly. With crime, you see it everywhere. It's not just migrants. Crime's happening everywhere at the minute.
But what we do have is, we do have a massive issue with cultures that don't want to integrate into the UK, that want to dominate our own culture, and we're just not prepared to accept that laying down. And we don't want trouble, we don't want problems. We would prefer that everyone understood that this is the UK and it's UK laws, and we are basically a Christian country. Accept it, or the other option is you can always leave and go somewhere else.
So final one, what is the solution? What, say, the government or even the people, what they should...
I think the solution is right here today. Yeah. Unity. I mean, if you've been around here today, you will have seen people from all different backgrounds, and we are the happiest group that you could ever wish to meet. I've had people say to me today, they've never felt safer. So this is the answer.
Well, guys, I'm just on my way to Downing Street, and just in front of me, I see a huge cordoned off line of police officers. It seems like the protesters are already here. So yeah, I feel like a big turnout is going to come today. I think around hundreds and hundreds of people come to share their voice. Let's go. Yeah, a lot of police here, as you can see. Line of officers must be at least 20. Jesus Christ, what's going on? Yeah. So yeah, looks like something's going on. These guys singing for Tommy Robinson. Wow. So can you explain to me why you're here today?
Just to make a stand for all these sick governments that are running the country at the minute. They're letting kids getting stabbed. They're letting people over on boats. Don't get me wrong, I ain't one of these people that says don't let them over, because some of them, if it weren't for some immigrants, we wouldn't have this country.
But what is this narrative that migrants are the ones causing all this trouble? Murders happen everywhere, but all sorts of people.
We're happening with everyone, but the frequent amount of them is with these sort of people that are coming over. They live in countries where it's acceptable to rape girls and treat girls like shit, and kids for that matter. And they're coming over to here, they're trashing our country and just they're treating it like their own, do you know what I mean?
Is this a response to the Southport incident that happened the other night?
Technically, yeah. To be honest, I didn't know it was happening until yesterday, so we're down here for work. We'll come and make a stand. Power to the people.
There's 4 officers arresting someone.
Right there, none of that. Leave him. Leave him. Leave him. Right there. Leave him. Look at his neck right there. How are we holding him?
A complete different mood here today compared to what happened the other day in Trafalgar Square. The people are angry. It's not really kind of a happy march today. It's more about anger and I guess protesting against the police as well. And honestly, what I've seen so far in Leeds and in Southport, I can't imagine the police will actually handle this crowd. Alright guys, we're going in. We're coming into the mix of it. It's almost like riot police. They've got shields on. Hey buddy, I saw you last time. How you doing? I'm good, thank you. Why are we here tonight?
System is finished. System failure. Government is not working, authority is not working, people are dying. The matter is not the boat. Matter is not the illegal immigrants. Matter is spineless politicians. Bro,
tell them. I'm guessing you're Indian. Is this a racist mark? Why are the people here? Is this to do with
It's not about races, it's nothing. It's about the lives of our kids who are losing their life without any cause. Young kids just died. For who? And they are still sleeping. The system is failed. Whole system is fucked up. That needs to be changed.
Well, people are breaking through the barriers now. They're very angry. Police are pushing people to the side. I don't know what's happening. They're trying to block them in. I don't know why. We're just crossing the road. I don't know why it's an issue. We crossed the road. I don't know what's the issue with crossing the road. The barrier is falling down. I don't know why this man's screaming, "Our kids." I don't really understand what the point of the barrier is, because no one's really doing anything. They're just standing there. Obviously people are angry and frustrated. Almost like a zoo. This lady just said, "Why have you got batons?" And yeah, it hasn't been violent at all yet. I don't know why they're smiling and have these batons with them, but yeah. Wow.
They kick off and beat the police up. They get what they want. We do dialogue. So now what? Do we beat them up? That's what choice have we got? What's left?
No.
Everyone else beats them up.
You can't be like that. You can't be like
because
that.
We're losing though, bruv. And they're winning.
It's very hurting. I was crying.
We're losing.
It's very hurting. I was crying. I was shedding tears. I was crying. Every day I see young lads dying on the streets from
them 3 babies stabbed by that clown the other day.
We got to do something.
We take it and we take it.
I know.
No one else takes it. They fight these fuckers. So what we do, we fight them.
No,
That's how we win.
We don't approach violence with violence. No,
that's how we win.
We don't approach violence with violence. No, we got it's all about dialogue.
Let's all go to Wandsworth. Let's all go to Wandsworth.
We all turn out today for our unborn grandkids, our unborn children. We need to make our country safe.
Yes, yes.
You, as an English person, colour does not come into it. You should not be feeling unsafe in our motherland.
Come on!
Certain cultures are not being policed the same way as our culture. We have now entered identity politics. Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one way forward with this, and this will be unite. We must unite.
Come on!
You make sure today all videos, correspondence is shared, because we now are targeting the hotel owners. The ones who sold out their country, they're the ones to blame. They have blood on their hands. Many people have blood on their hands, ladies and gentlemen, and it's wrong for you to sit back and type a comment and like or dislike a post. It's time to stand like your ancestors did. In the world wars, we did not have phones, devices. Is this your choice of resistance? Their resistance, their choice was unity, community, and that's what made this motherland the best in the world. Now, I ask of you one thing today. It's important, I know frustrations are running high, as they should be, but you must remain calm. The fight will be the day that we win. Well, love will overconquer the hate. Ladies and gentlemen, one more thing. Please watch what you are watching on YouTube and social media. I've identified what I call the paper patriots. Their narrative is just to earn money and just promote negativity. We're a positive nation. We must remain positive. We must come together strong, hand in hand, black with white, white with black. Ladies and gentlemen, Christ is King. 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 Christ is King.
So it's clear here the words of the people. They're angry not only at the government and the migrants that they're mentioning, but also angry at the police and the way the police handle murders of innocent children and people of the public. And I honestly don't know when this is going to end. This will be going on all night.
You work for us, we pay you. What do you do for us? Fuck all. Give our kids to some murderer. What do you do?
Is my granddaughter safe for the future? She's only 8. Can I tell her she's safe? Do I have to tell her she can't trust the police to protect her? Do I tell my granddaughter I can't trust the police and neither can she? Yeah, keep moving out, keep protecting everyone. Do I tell my granddaughter she's not safe? Don't go to the police for protection.
You're a disgrace. Take your helmets off and stand with the people. You're disgusting.
What's the conditions?
So there's a certain area where you have to protest.
You allowed everyone into the middle, and then you nicked them. You didn't let people know they weren't allowed in the middle.
I can only speak for what I've done today. I don't know what's happened behind me. I've got eyes in the back of my head.
Do you think this amount of police presence is needed for today?
I'm not going to answer any of your questions.
I'm just asking you. You don't have to answer.
They lured everyone into the middle, and then they started nicking them.
Yeah. How do you feel about how peaceful this is compared to what we saw in Leeds and people burning vans? It's been
People are just fed up. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing. The police won't save us. We've got to show our frustration. There's nothing else we can do. We're not being violent. People have just had enough.
What have you seen so far that's happened?
Police being bullies. I got hit on the arm with a truncheon for no reason at all by a sergeant. So she asked him what the fuck he thought he was doing. I ain't done nothing, so, you know, why are you hitting me?
Yeah. Oh, looks like it's all kicking off. People are pushing already, wow. Police are barging. Big ruckus. There's a huge ruckus with the police. I saw someone just whack a baton at them. Fucking hell. Beer's been launched. Oh no, that's a waste of money. Wow. It's all kicking off. People launching bombs. Wow. Fucking hell. A flashbang just landed right by my foot. That was loud. What that's all about. Yeah, beer bottles getting thrown, people pushing and shoving. I feel like the police just being here are just antagonising everyone. I think if they weren't here, it would have been peaceful rally of people just chanting, but now it's going to turn into this.
Yeah, he's got his recorder sticking through that copper. They pick you up from there, they punch.
And the people here have all been locked in. We can't actually get out. There's been like a big line of police officers in the front of me and to the side. This is how the police treat the public.
Treat us like fucking scumbags. Treat us like fucking scumbags. Where was this in Leeds?
Yeah.
They fucking run away. Look how they treat us. Why are they doing it differently? Why are they doing it differently? Ain't fucking right. Ain't right. These people that are coming over here, they're not fucking coming over here working. I've no problem with real immigrants coming over here. Real refugees coming over here. These people that are coming over here on the boats, they're fighting age men. They're not women and children. They're not refugees. They're coming over here. They're not working. They're taking our benefits. They're taking our national health service. National health service. It's not the international health service. There's no problem with that. And now, 3 children have been killed in Southport, and the police tell us to calm down.
Is the situation bigger than that though? Should we be tackling things like knife crime, for example?
Knife crime, we should be come down hard on. Anyone that's got a knife and it gets caught with a knife should be locked up straight away. No court process, nothing. Should be locked up straight away. But knife crime is not the real result of what's going on today. This is numerous events that have happened that have built up to this, and as I mentioned, three young girls, pre-teens, been killed in Southport, and this is what's caused the reaction today. And this is only going to get worse and worse from now on until they start until things start changing. So things have got to change.
Who's to blame? Do we blame the police?
The government. The government. These police that are here today, it's not their fault. It's not these police's fault. And what's going on now is a result of the higher-ups. These police that are here today should resign. If they have any morals, they resign. It's the higher-ups that are causing the fucking problem.
It's the worst, mate.
No worries.
It's crazy. Well, guys, as we're speaking, it's all kicking off. Look at this. The police are getting even closer.
Come on.
Wow, the police are arresting a woman. What's that? What's she done? What's she done? What are you doing?
What are you fucking doing? What are you fucking doing?
Where were you in Southport? Where were you in Southport, you? Why are you grabbing her? Why are you grabbing her? Susan, what have you done? What have you done?
Nothing.
Look at that, disgusting. Look at this, guys. This is the British police. Shameful. Why are you grabbing her? Why are you grabbing her?
Try nothing.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on bully!
This is disgusting. Look at that. 3 officers trying to grab a woman. Wow. This is how the British police treat our women. Look at that.
It's fucked up, mate. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Absolutely disgusting. The police grabbing her in a headlock. Luckily, she was able to get out. What are you doing? Oh shit! Why? Why are you punching him? Oh shit!
Fucking punching!
Why are you punching him? He was doing nothing. The police punching him in the head. That guy was doing nothing.
Fucking ridiculous.
Grabbing anyone they can. The police are just grabbing anyone. Look at these. The police are absolutely corrupt. Look at them. They've got their batons out. I saw a man get punched in the head who was just standing there. Merely a bystander. Wow. He's an old man. What are you doing? He's a f***ing old man. What's wrong with you? The police are grabbing people at their will. Absolutely disgusting.
Scum cunts, mate! Scum! Nicking innocent people for what?
They got pepper spray. Do you want some of that?
No, mate, just a little drop of water, say.
Yeah, same, mate.
Just arrested a woman. And look at the press over there. The police let the press stay over there for some reason. Make all the stupid headlines tomorrow.
Sick of it! I am sick of being scared every day when I leave my f***ing house just to go to work to earn a living like what you lot are doing. But I ain't got a baton. I ain't got a taser, yeah? If someone wants to come and stab me, I'm dead. Then what are you lot gonna do? This, yeah, targeting the people that want to protect me. Traitors, you're traitors to your own kind.
Say that again, mate.
I said we're not far right here. We're just right. That's all.
What's the reason for you coming today?
I'm from Chelmsford because of the young girls and that, and I've got grandchildren, and I'm here for that. I mean, I'm 62. I'm disabled, but I thought I had to come, you know.
Do you feel safe now for your children or grandchildren?
No, not at all. We've got no protection.
Can the police protect us?
No. No protection from the police, none from the government. I've never known nothing like it. I'm 62. Britain's fallen. It's gone. I feel so sad, you know. Really do. It's a sad day, you know.
Another one being arrested.
Why?
Look at that, pulling people apart.
Fucking done anything, scumbags!
What was that all about?
I have no idea why they arrested him.
So this helicopter above, I think, is giving messages to the police about who's done what, and he's just referring back to all these officers. I think that's what they were waiting for. It's like a VAR in this scenario, picking out the ones who caused any trouble, which is nonsense. These are innocent people. And I think the general feeling about people is just sadness now. It's not really so much anger and aggression, it's more just sad and shocked at how the police have treated the British public. I mean, the whole argument for most people coming here today was against the police, and this is just another reason to dislike and distrust the police. We even have police officers laughing and joking around. I don't even know what's there to smile about. After documenting the whole event and standing in the same spot for about 10 more minutes, the police then decided to do this.
What are you doing? Disorder.
What do you mean disorder, mate? What are you doing arresting me?
He's media, mate.
Oh my god. Are you joking? Oh my god. It's really random. Oh God. Oh my God. Jesus.
Let go. You'll stay in your property, so let go. Have you got anything on you that's sharp?
Oh my God.
Just through that gap there. I'm walking. Why are you arresting me for? Just through that gap on the left, that's it. Keep on going, keep going.
I've done anything wrong.
So, allegedly, you've shown violence to the police. It's been filmed by other police. That's what we've been told by our... Okay. You what?
Yeah, have a back, that's alright.
No, you're under arrest.
So you said I can have a back.
Yeah, once you get released from custody.
When's that? Here?
No, let's get you over here, yeah?
After this, the police rounded up hundreds of people into a courtyard area where they arrested everyone and took their names. They couldn't prove anything, and with so many people, they couldn't send over 100 to the station, so I was let free. As I'm leaving, you'll see police officers in the background standing next to all the people they arrested, but it's too dark to make them out clearly. Also, I urge everyone, if you're new here, compare my video to all the articles you read online and do your own research on how things are portrayed. And if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. Okay. Alright, I'm going home. Free to go. Everyone has been arrested today.
Well, we're going through.
Cool.
Do I have to walk with Wesley?
There we go, guys. So, been arrested for 2 hours with the British police, and other people are coming out as well. They arrested everyone who was at that protest, man, woman, didn't matter. Oh shit, try not to stack it. And yeah, we're going out now. Oh bollocks. Here we are. Everyone's being arrested. Told to leave Westminster. Free to go. Yeah.
YouTube channel.
Wesley Winter.
Wesley Winter. I've
Yeah.
definitely seen you, man.
Yeah. What happened? What you got arrested for?
Violent conduct, but there was no violence. Just,
Yeah.
you know,
Cool.
just joined in with the crowd. That was
Yeah.
it.
Peaceful protest, wasn't it?
Peaceful, brother.
Cool. See you later, mate.
bless you.
You too, mate. There we go, guys. People getting arrested. Luckily, I got it all on film. Nothing violent happened. And yeah, we'll see what's going to happen after tonight. But wow, unbelievable. So I'm just pulling up now to the town centre, and a big turnout today here in Nottingham. You can see that's like the town hall or something, but a big turnout today. Wow. We've got a barrier of police officers, kind of similar to what we saw in London. Nowhere near the same numbers, but a lot of people. It's a big divide. You can see the police officers here cording it all off. Let's see if we can chat to some of the people. It'll be quite hard to get in, but let's have a go. I'm just curious about the sign. It says not far right. Like, what makes you think they're far right?
What makes you think they're not far right?
I'm asking you.
So that's a far right gathering. If you turn your camera, and you can see the English flags waving, and you can hear what they're chanting.
Right. So
people who are anti-immigration and they're racist.
Is holding the England flag racist? Would you say?
In this context, yes.
Is it because the people that are holding it that makes it racist?
the people who are holding it and what they're shouting, yeah, and they're from the English Defence League, they're supporters of Nigel Farage and Tommy Robinson, yeah, that makes it that.
We've come down because we thought it was a peaceful, passive vigil to show respect for the 3 murdered children in Southport, and these people turn up. What Palestine has got to do with this, I don't know. Maybe you should speak to them people. That's why they've turned up, because they want to say, right, that these are right-wing thugs here. This looks like ordinary people to me, angry ordinary people.
What about some that do come in the balaclavas and wear that sort of clothing?
Where's your balaclavas here? Look round, I don't see any balaclavas. Go over behind the police lines, you'll see loads of balaclavas and loads of hoodies, because that's what those cowards do. Pan your cameras round here, where's your balaclavas? There isn't any. Yeah, put that on TikTok.
Yes, I see you flying the St George's flag. I was speaking to the other side just a minute ago. They said people who wear it or associate with that are racist. What do you have to say to that?
Well, firstly, this is our national flag. It is identifying of England. So how is it racist? That's my question to them. If they find it racist, why are they even here? Like, why can't they just go to somewhere else that's not England? That's what I don't get. They call us racist and yet they're still here.
Why do you think today is so divided? I mean, you got the police calling off. Why can't everyone just agree that illegal migration is a problem and people are getting killed on our streets and we should just come together?
Because you've got the establishment and the Labour Party, who were backed by the World Economic Forum, I might add, advertising for this and pushing for it, because they're not doing anything to stop the boats. They scrapped the Rwanda scheme, which would have failed anyway. You've got the Bibi Stockholm, which was scrapped because apparently it was inhumane or whatever bollocks. And, they don't realise the more migrants that come in, what's it going to take before we're expected to house them? Because I bet for a fact they would not house them, but they expect us to. But we're the problem. They think that we are the so-called far right. I don't see anything far right about this protest. We've been mostly peaceful, for the most part.
What is the message today?
We're fed up with having our country taken away from us. We're fed up with being told what to do by people who don't even belong here.
But the message gets lost when the other side call you racist and Nazis.
They don't know what a narcissist and a racist is.
See that lad there? That's that black lad. Why he stood here?
My dad fought in the Second World War. He was a Polish veteran. He knew what real fascists were and what real racists were. And because of him and all the people that died, that lot have got a voice.
If you want a picture of diverse Britain, there you go. Pan your cameras around. All colours, genders, ages.
Not a hoodie or a balaclava inside.
These are
look at these black lads here. They stood this side of your police column. Where's your racism? There.
I think these protests initially are peaceful. That's what they stand for. But then eventually there are a few idiots who do ruin it, unfortunately. Yeah. But I think a lot of them would say that they just care about their country.
Mm-hmm. I care about my country as well. I care that my country is a multicultural and welcoming country to immigrants. I'm a daughter of a refugee. Right. Look around you. Look at Nottingham. Look how multicultural and diverse it is. This is England. This is Nottingham.
I think they're more against illegal immigrants, though, rather than just immigrants themselves.
I mean, refugees. Why do you think they're leaving their countries, risking their lives in boats? Some of them drown on the way here. It's a really desperate situation that leads somebody to do that. My family did that. My grandparents did that. My mother did that. Yeah. I understand that desperation, that situation, and it is not trivial. It's not people moving here to steal our jobs or, ruin our country, take our culture, overtake us, whatever they think the people are going to do. That's not what it's about. People are desperate. They're desperate.
Why do you think they come to England, though? Why don't they stay in France or a European country, which some of them might say?
You'd have to ask them. You'd have to ask the refugees themselves. I can't speak for the people that come in the boats.
What do you think the main issue is on the other side? What do you think their problem is?
I think they're stupid, and I think they want to hate, and they're using things that have no relevance to this situation to fuel their own agenda.
Right. What do you think their views are on migration, or just in general?
Well, they're anti-immigration, they're racist.
Is it anti-immigration or illegal immigration? What do you say?
I don't think anybody's illegal.
I hear this a lot. What makes refugees not illegal?
Because people aren't illegal.
course, but when they come into the country without passports, what can you do about that?
We can welcome them in. They're refugees, they're asylum seekers, they're fleeing persecution.
Right. And how do you feel about the taxpayer having to pay for that?
The taxpayer doesn't pay for that. I'm answering enough questions.
Okay. Apparently the taxpayer doesn't pay for illegal immigrants. That's what the woman said. What's your religious beliefs, if you don't mind me asking?
I am a proud Muslim.
Yeah. I mean, I saw in the news, I think it was in Sunderland the other night, people burning police stations, there's people trying to attack mosques. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's it's appalling in terms of the British people. The British people, I've grown up with British people my whole life, and that's not what they stand for. Yeah, it's indoctrination at its finest, and it's all of this this media influence. It's getting put onto people where the minority groups are being demonized. And it shouldn't really be happening. But yeah, that's where I stand on everything. I feel like everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but it should be done in a peaceful way. And it should be done in certain ways that, allows everyone to get their point across, but in a way that, benefits everyone, so that everyone understands each other, where everyone's coming from. So yeah.
I mean, you're standing on this side at the moment, but do you feel that the Muslim community has been painted with the same brush?
As in, what would you, could you elaborate?
As in, people are saying that Muslims are the problem at the minute. Is that the kind of feeling that in the Muslim community that you're under attack almost by the British public?
Yeah, definitely. I would say so, because the light is being shone on us. When at the end of the day, Muslims do contribute a lot to this country at the end of the day. We have doctors, we have this, and what? I feel like people have been, manipulated, and their opinions have been changed to think that, it's the immigrants' fault and this and that. What the EDL is supposed to be standing for is the illegal immigrants. Yeah. I agree with that. The illegal immigrants, the ones that aren't being filtered through and legally let through, they shouldn't be allowed, because that's not allowed. Yeah. But then they're turning around and they're pointing the fingers at us Muslims and those coloured people, and I feel that's completely out of order, and it shouldn't be happening at all. In this first world country as well, Britain being one of the most advanced countries to date, they're not showing that, are they?
What's your sign?
I don't have a problem with immigration, but I do think we have an immigration problem.
I mean, today there's loads of different people here, all different backgrounds, and yet they still call you guys racist, and I think the message gets lost.
Yeah, I think there's extremism on both sides, and I think it's a very complicated matter. I
mean, is today more political? Is it just to remember the 3 girls?
It's more political, you can tell that. On both sides. What I fear is that the anti-fascists are becoming quite fascist, and that's why I'm standing on this side of things today, and usually I think I'd be on that side.
So you've changed alliance today?
No, I'm ever changing. What I see, I'm trying to be objective about things, but people have got a problem with the Jewish settlements in Israel, with the mass migration that happened there. I know that there was the English and the French had a lot to do with it, but I feel that the same is happening on this side. A lot of mass migration, a lot of settlements, which is creating division and unrest. I am pro-immigration as well.
But at the end of the day, illegal immigration is illegal immigration at the end of the day. With everything that's going on at the moment, there's too many mouths to feed, if you know what I'm trying to say. They do need to concentrate on their own country at the start before having to worry about, all of these, illegal. Fair enough, they have nowhere else to go. War, famine, all of these other factors. But at the end of the day, it's a complex topic, and I feel like I need to do myself more research on it to form an even more based opinion.
I just want to ask, why are you here today?
I'm here to stop the racist EDL and the fascists that are basically trying to conflate Islamophobia and their political rhetoric with the bodies of 3 dead, murdered children, which they do not care about. They don't actually care about them at all. Yeah. The people of Southport do.
It's starting to get a bit violent, a bit heated now. I mean, what do you think is the point of all this today?
The point is basically to be here really to stand up against the murder of children, and actually against racist fascists who are now throwing bottles at us, and they're throwing cans at us as we speak.
They're anti-white, and that's no good to us.
What do you say? They're calling you guys Nazis and racists. What do you have to say to that?
It's just propaganda, that's what it is.
Oh, it looks like they're barging through. They've kind of been antagonising. It does look like it could get violent, I'm not kidding. There's a few guys in balaclavas, I mean, coming here, it should be peaceful. A bit of barging. Coke bottle's been thrown, water bottle's just been thrown. Wow. Oh guys, I think this will get quite violent. Whoa! What the hell? The bottle just flew from my ear. Bloody hell, I think things are getting thrown from both sides now. I mean, the other side are saying no violence, but each side is retaliating. I mean, as I'm documenting this, the most important thing is to stay safe. So I'm just covering the event today and just seeing what it's all about. What have you seen today?
I seen we came down here and that like it's supposed to be for the 3 girls and that. It's not really turned into that, which is a bit disappointing. It looks like you've got these over here shouting, "Who the f*** is Alan?" Nobody knows who Alan is, and it disappoints me a little bit. I'm here with my friend, Black and White Can Unite, and we're just like, we're far right thugs, partner.
Yeah, they're the far right thugs. When I've spoken to the other side, they're talking about illegal immigration. You're talking about free Palestine. How does the 2 and 2?
Because ironically, St. George was a Palestinian, so if anything, they should know their history. I know that St. George had a Palestinian mother and a Macedonian father, so they should actually be for refugees. So they should actually be for immigration and integration. Britain was built on integration and immigration ever since William the Conqueror and Anglo-Saxons from even before that.
I think a lot of them are for immigration. Whoa, fucking hell. I think a lot of them are for immigration. Some of them just feel passionately that there's too much money being spent on, say, migrants coming in and putting them in their hotels when you have things like the NHS,
The irony,
which is suffering.
No, that's fine. Yeah. But I've got my sister who works for the NHS. I work for the NHS, so I'm not against the NHS. Okay. And I believe that the government is in control of that, not immigrants. So the government needs to spend money, that's public sector money, on those things like building more houses for refugees, to house them properly, and not delay the processing and need to have legal routes for refugees and immigrants rather than illegal ones. The only legal routes that were ever provided were for Ukrainians, and even that was very controversial, because even then people had to willingly put those people up. So even that was limited. So actually, this country, particularly Nottingham down today, is a very good home for refugees, and we stand in solidarity with them, not against them, and we're against the bigotry of the far right, which is what they really represent. So they're not about unity, they're not about strength, they are about division and hatred. That's actually what they stand for.
Well, why can't two sides just come together and double the amount of protesters and go to the government to actually take action rather than just fighting each other?
Well, we are doing that. That's the point. We do that as well anyway. That's the thing. So it's all right to blame immigrants, but that's actually a distraction. The real thing they should be concentrating is going to government and going to their MPs. Nigel Farage campaigned online when he's an MP. He could have actually stood up and actually said something in Parliament. He's got that ability, and he didn't do it.
Well, I went losing my voice. Fine, but I went to Downing Street the other day, and people went to government, and then all the media care about is this amount of arrests that occur. I mean,
say again, sorry.
I said I went to Downing Street myself, and all the media cared about after the protest was how many people were arrested, and the message just
that's
gets
true.
lost.
So it depends on the media as well, because it's about sensationalism. So certain media channels love sensation. That is the distraction. Ignore those two media channels. Online media channels are very not representative of actual information a lot of the time. So really, everyone goes on about mainstream media, but a lot of media in general is to be questioned. Basically, it's about being critically thinking and questioning what you're reading and seeing. And that's the problem of the whole protest in the first place. It was about disinformation spreading from America mainly. That's the irony. It was not about the girls suffering in Southport, the murdered children in Southport at all.
That's the thing, people are seeing a lot, but they're not hearing a lot. They're not listening to one another and what they actually have to say. And I think the media is partly to blame to that, because they're not getting messages across.
I think that's true, but it depends on the media. And there's far-right media which aren't interested in that either. They want to conflate immigration with the issues of murdered children, which is not the same thing. It was actually a boy from Cardiff, a 17-year-old boy who was born in Cardiff. It was nothing to do with being a Muslim. It had nothing to do with immigration. And that's a conflation. And that's what these people are doing. They're conflating those issues, including right-wing media channels. And that's the problem. So that's why you've got people here. These are protesting on that. And that's fake news itself.
I'll say something.
What is the reason for you guys being here today?
I'm here just to obviously represent the people, the British and the English people,
And to say that it's not racist, it's not far right. I'm mixed race at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm here, I'm representing. Does that mean that I'm racist? Does that mean that I'm a non-existent EDL person? No, I'm not. I'm just here to represent. Simple as that. I'm not here for no violence. I'm not here to go and kick off. I'm just simply here to represent the country.
We just love our country.
And we love the country. That's it. You know what I mean, mate?
I mean, why does it have to be like name calling and all that stuff? Why can't everyone just go to, say, Parliament Square and tackle the real issue, which is the government?
Because nothing ever happens. I mean, I don't agree with all the stupidness and all the name calling and stuff. I don't agree with that. But at the end of the day, it's like it's everything what we say it falls on deaf ears all the time. So what else is the people supposed to do? Sit back and let it happen? It's ridiculous, mate. It's ridiculous at the end of the day.
Well, what is the solution? Because you're just going to get more and more of this, and at the end of the day, it's just a headline for the paper to say how many were arrested.
I agree, yeah, but the solution is, at some stage, you've got to sit down and talk. But the government's got to do their bit, you know? They've got to stop letting people down, two-tier policing. That's not working. At the end of the day, you know, you have to talk. There's got to be a time when you've got to talk. But at the moment, tempers are so high, everyone's that angry, it's not going to happen. So you're going to have to wait for it to simmer down a little bit, and then obviously from there, we should be okay.
Oh, so you got pictures of different characters on there?
Yes.
What's the reason for it?
So each of these men have been responsible for either the death or the abuse of women and girls. So whilst these people are here trying to protest migration and immigrants as a threat to women and girls, really the real threat is straight white men.
Yeah, when you do look at crime, I've said it as well on my channel that there's those of people that are committing crimes and murders, white, you know, black, it's happening everywhere. What do you have to say about that?
Protesting like this is not a way to do it. The better way to do it is like addressing the root cause of the problem, which is underfunding of like youth services, domestic violence support, and anything like that.
But I think both sides would also say that they're against crimes and murders themselves. I think you share similar views in some sense.
Potentially, but I think the real issue here is there's a level of racism that has been directed at people in the city. The majority of this crowd that's demonstrating against us aren't from Nottingham. They're about to get the train down to Leicester in an hour and do exactly the same there. So they're just on a tour of hatred.
Right. Would you say they're all racist? Do you think there are like some people there who just literally just care about, you know, the safety of their children, what's happened to their country with illegal immigration?
If they cared about the safety of their children, they wouldn't come and protest outside the free beach that is put on for children here in Nottingham and make it an unsafe environment for them.
What things were unsafe? Obviously there's big crowds, but what particularly was unsafe about?
Well, if you've not seen it, we've had a load of projectiles thrown at us. People have had Allen keys thrown at them, we've had bottles thrown at us, we've had eggs thrown at us, and the police, all they've done is just doubled the line here.
Personally, I've seen both sides throw stuff, but there has been a bit of retaliation. Obviously, I don't know who started what, but I mean, tensions are rising from both sides.
I don't think so. I think tensions are rising from over that side. Everyone here that I'm speaking to and hanging out with is relatively chill and having a good time. Like, we're just here to make sure our city is safe.
So yeah, you do get a few guys with the balaclavas. I don't know if they did cause trouble, but it just gives that impression. It should be a more peaceful protest. It kind of ruins it for the people who genuinely care about the country, the murders of children, and that's the message. If you read between the lines, a lot of both sides share really similar views. But
got a good Glaswegian kiss, I have. Your nose will be in off me.
To be honest, the police have remained calm. My view on the police has changed a lot since the other day, but at least they're not whacking people and just arresting people at their will. I think they're actually doing a pretty good job. I know the public perception of the police isn't good, but at least they're keeping the calm for now. And guys, I said it like 10 times already, but we are in literally a city centre. There's kids on little playground coming off, a little ride, and there's people throwing bottles. I don't think you guys actually understand where we are. I mean, it's actually ridiculous.
From me. Keep it away from me. Keep it away from me.
The thing with this, though, if the people really wanted to attack people, you can literally go down this road and take a right, and it all leads into one. This was really different to when I was in London because we're just on one straight road. But here, the police have got a bit of a different job to do because people can come from all different corners. You can even come from the left-hand side here and make their way round. So, yeah, no one is really safe at the minute. And as I said that, someone's getting arrested. I don't know, the police are dragging him down. Who's that? Who's that? 1, 2, 3 people they're arresting. Arresting people, don't know what that was for. Oh, an egg was just thrown at an officer. Oh, an egg was just thrown at an officer. I see a white man being arrested. He just punched him. He's punching him. He's punching him. He's punching the He's punching him. Another one's being ripped to the ground. They're grabbing him. Another edge is being... Oh shit, mate, chill out. We're not being that aggressive. This man's...
Don't let your adrenaline get the better of you.
Mate, we're just standing here. Don't hit us.
Don't let your adrenaline get the better of you.
This officer's got his baton out. He's ready to hit us with a baton. I don't know why. So maybe a repeat of London. But as you can see, I'm recording it all, being peaceful. I'm having to look over my shoulder every 2 seconds. There's stuff's going on down there. But there's literally 3 people being arrested right now. We've got a white woman there, a white man there, and a young lad. The pepper sprayed his eyes, I think. This woman's lost her shoe. The young boy's been arrested. But yeah, there's still crowds on the other side, if you can see that.
We'll ask them to come down.
It sounds like the police want more backup. Yeah, I don't know.
Go with you guys.
This is what happened last time, all just kicks off, but this time it's both sides antagonising each other. It's not really us against the police. It's kind of like the Palestinian protesters against the guys who are calling for their country back, as they say.
It's really intense, but it won't hurt you. It won't damage your eyes.
Okay. Out of the way! Out of the way!
Hey, where's the bag? Where's the bag?
Someone's getting arrested.
Why are you arresting him for a free when he's done nothing? Why are you arresting him when he's done nothing?
Oh, a woman's getting arrested. It all started from that.
Move back and unclench your fist.
Mate, you're back.
Oh, fucking hell.
Stay back. Stay back.
Move back.
Wow, it all started from that woman who got, I think, pushed by one of the police officers or something, and then everyone kind of jumped in. But yeah, tensions are running high. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know what this is about anymore. I'm not even joking. Wow. Really different scenario from what I've seen in London and Nottingham. Nottingham is in a city centre, but Middlesbrough, we're literally walking through a residential area. Like, it's proper built up, there's houses and stuff, all sorts. Oh. Bloody hell, what's going on? No. People are running. I don't know what's happening. People are just running. Whoa! Fuck. I don't know why we're running. People just started sprinting. There must be at least I'd say there's like 500 people here. These guys have got sticks in their hands. There's literally cars being smashed. Whew, guys, everyone started running towards me. I thought I better start running too. Wow. Oh, this guy's in camo. Jesus Christ. Guys, this is pretty dangerous, I'm not gonna lie. There's police on that side. They're in riot gear with shields, and to be honest, compared to London, I don't really blame them. All I'm hearing is windows getting smashed. Whew, me. There's the people here. People are just using this as an excuse to cause destruction. Fuck me. Bloody hell, mate. Fucking hell.
Fuck you now.
Whoa. Fucking hell, mate. Cheers. Guys, I drove up here. Just to give you context, this is about 5 hours away from London. And my car's literally parked about 10 minutes down the road from here. I don't know if it's even safe. Wow, there's officers here in riot gear. I don't know what they're gonna think of all this. Wow, that's literally like a local taxi car. Bloody hell, guys. Hi, excuse me, mate, do you live around here?
I do, mate.
What do you think of all this? I've just been seeing cars getting smashed and all sorts.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It really is.
What's your reason for not joining in with them?
Because I'm not a fucking arsehole like them.
Yeah.
I'm here just to voice my opinion. I'm not happy about it. I'm disgruntled and that's it.
Yeah.
Make the twat yourself ain't helping matters none, is it?
Yeah. I mean, do you think this should be done maybe protesting in a local government, outside a local government office?
Well,
or
that's where they have been. They've already smashed the council offices up in the town and the courts.
Yeah.
Good enough for them.
Yeah.
No sympathy for the government.
Comes off the street, simple.
This place is not safe. They're smashing normal people's windows in the house. Tell me if any trouble happens, yeah? Just call me straight away. It's crazy. I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Be careful, you.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, look, now I see the riot guys behind me. I just spent a few moments speaking to the local residents here, and this is the first time I've actually seen a proper police presence, but it's nothing like in Nottingham or in London. I mean, here's only about 10 officers and about 3 vans. We're in public. So, yeah. So, there you go. This is crazy, guys. Look at that to the right of me. There's already a window that's been smashed. Yeah, how do you feel about all this?
I'm ill. I'm really nervous.
Do you live around here?
No.
Are you fairly
Not too
local?
far.
You're local, yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be this bad though.
What's your reason for coming today?
Peaceful protest. Yeah. Peaceful remembrance for the children.
You mentioned that we've just raised thousands as well for the kids' funerals.
Go on, yeah. What's been happening? Tell me.
We've raised thousands and thousands for them little kids' funerals and what have you, yeah.
In Middlesbrough?
Yeah, but the police who've started the violence today, not any of us, they've started it. So obviously we're Italian. I don't agree with all the violence and everything
That's
getting
all I've seen,
up.
yeah. That's all I've seen.
Yeah, well, I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah.
But,
what is the message though when local
people are frustrated and angry because they're just letting them in willy-nilly and they're raping our kids?
But I know that we all feel.
We just want our town back. That's all.
We all feel sad about it, but it's smashing windows the answer.
We should be joining together with the Muslims because it's got nothing to do with race. We're not racist.
Yeah.
We should be sticking together and stop the boats coming in.
But do you think people just come here for a punch up and just smash
I think
things
so.
up?
Yeah. It's the young'uns, it's the kids and stuff like this,
But
which I don't condone.
But then what is it? Isn't it the responsibility of the elders to put them in check and just say,
Well, we
look
have
what you're
done,
doing?
but at the end of the day, they'll turn on us as well, so you can't really tell them. We've told the young'uns, little kids putting windows in and stuff, we've told them. But like I said, the police have started all this. It was peaceful till they started.
I've only just got here about an hour ago. What has it been like earlier today?
It's been peaceful, very peaceful till like we started march and then the police started.
Yeah. I mean, they have got riot gear here and everything. This is wow. Guys, I'm not joking. This feels a bit like a war zone. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know where to stand as I'm filming this. Like, every corner seems dangerous right now. There's guys here with shields. Nothing compared to what we saw down south and in Nottingham. Wow. And there's a reason why all these shops are boarded up today. There's a lady in Iceland there. Her door's open, but wow. All I'm noticing is this place is really under-policed. London had hundreds. Oh, sorry, mate. Oh, mate. All right, cool. London had hundreds and hundreds of police. Here has about 20, if that.
I'm getting back, man. You just pushed me on purpose. Not myself.
Fucking hell. Hey, lads, what do you think about all this?
It's not what it fucking is. It's a load of bullshit.
Are you local?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you think the message has changed now? Before I've been to 2 protests so far, and before it was meant to be about the 3 girls that were murdered, and now the narrative is changing.
This has been coming for about 40 years.
Yeah.
Now it's hitting, and it's going to get worse.
What is the message now? Then why do you think people are here today? Is it just to cause trouble? Is there any message behind the violence?
There's 90% of people here probably just to do a general protest. The rest are just a few yobs.
Yeah.
You're always going to get it.
Do you think it's the locals' responsibility rather than the police to kind of like put them in check and just say what you're doing, or
bring back the old laws? Take our country back.
The scenes here, I feel like you need more than the police here. Maybe they might bring the army in or something.
People are saying it's racist. It's obviously not racist. You're not British, are you?
I'm from here, but
yeah, but you're not British, are you? So it's not racist.
Yeah, I got a British passport. But
yeah, no, but you're not like I've got family who are Pakistani.
Yeah.
Like this isn't about that.
Yeah.
For the biggest majority of us, it's not about it.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. The only violence I've seen today is from the police and from different cultures trying to instigate violence.
Yeah. I've read about Middlesbrough and the crime rate that goes on. Do you think there's an issue here with knife crime as well, or?
There's an issue with knife crime here, there's an issue with gun crime here. It's the biggest crime here is Cleveland police.
Yeah. They're not trusted.
Of them, I've been arrested for nothing. My dad's disabled, he's been battered off him, he's been arrested, he's got one arm, he said he assaulted him. He's got one arm, how the fuck can a one-armed man assault a police officer? Yeah. It's just Cleveland police, that's all I've got to say.
Yeah. Cool. Cheers, mate, thanks.
Enjoy your day, mate.
All right, you too. Wow, the roads are completely blocked. These cars can't move. I guess they're protecting those people. Got riot shields here. Wow. Guys, I am telling you now, I've never seen anything like this in my life. This is crazy. This is probably the first and last time I'm going to come here, because this is not safe at all. I don't even know what I'm doing here now. Wow. Look at the vans in the park. I mean, like I said, it's a Sunday afternoon. Kids should probably be playing football in that park.
Seen you in London.
Have you, mate? Are you from here?
Yeah.
Do you mind saying a few words?
Like?
Just like, what do you think of all this?
The march, yeah, but the vandalism, nah. They shouldn't be, right? They shouldn't be smashing up.
Are you local? Have you come to actually join the protest today, or are you just kind of a bystander?
Bystander.
Yeah.
But the way they go on, standing up for the rights, if they don't stand up for the rights, you're going to lose the rights.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think we're really close to having things like such as the army coming in? Because this looks really under policed at the minute.
This is going to go on for a while until they get what they want.
Have you ever seen anything like this in Middlesbrough? This many people turning out and kind of protesting and
just football matches. That's it. But I've never seen so many people in Middlesbrough. I didn't even think they had that many police in Middlesbrough.
Yeah. What do you think the actual message after today is, though? Like, if there was one that was to be sent.
This is England. Don't take over England. It belongs to England. But
who's taken over England? Do you think?
I think all the immigrants and that. But apart from that, the illegal ones, they should be brought back. But the ones that are here with British passports, fair enough. But to go out and vandalise everything, nah, don't agree to that. What's the shops got to do with a march? Nothing.
Guys, I don't know if you realise, but literally this is like a normal road. Cars are actually driving down here, and I can't believe it's been boarded off. This guy's decided to sit in the road. People are coming left and right, and literally there's the police right here. And yeah, I'm standing way back. I'm not getting involved in this. Jesus Christ, guys. I might stand over here. Me. I see you're stuck in the traffic here. What do you make of all this?
Fucking wild, isn't it?
Are you from here?
Yeah, I'm from Bury, yeah.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Get the courts turned over, that's what they need to do. Turn the courts over.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do. Not be up here, down at the courts. That's what they need to do, man.
Fuck me, guys, this is unbelievable.
I'm here, right? I threw my carer out. I have mental health problems.
Yeah.
From Nigeria. He's a refugee. Yeah. And he was bullying me in my own home. I had to get him out of my house. That was on Thursday. I have an adult social worker I had to phone. Have they got back to me about it? No, they haven't. The mental health team are the ones who were sorting it out. And that's what the country's like now. No jobs for no one.
But do you think we're painting everyone with the same brush who's maybe a migrant or...
There's a few people who've been a bit rowdy, but they're not even here now.
Yeah.
So, and they were only children. I see on a bike with 9-year-old or something, throw bricks at a few windows. That's not what people are here for. They're here because they're upset about stuff. And they have a right to be upset, don't they? They're losing a national identity.
Jesus Christ, that guy just said if you're white you can come through. Oh my days. Bloody hell.
It's not a religious battle or racist battle, it's a government battle now.
Yeah, is this the people versus the government? What's the message then? And is this the best way to send the message to the government?
Sometimes violent ain't the answer, but like now this is the only way they can actually change.
Yeah.
Words aren't saying anything, so...
Have some people come here for violence? So you two lads are covering your faces. I mean, a lot of people are covering their faces. Is that the reason why some people have come here today?
Some are doing violence and some are just like, they don't want to get caught in association.
Okay.
So that's why I've got mine covered.
Right, okay. Just for safety?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think the view is around here of the local police in Cleveland? Because I've heard this is one of the most dangerous areas and, wow, people are pushing and shoving as we're talking.
Yeah. We don't start it, they start it. Like,
fuck me, guy. Oh.
It starts with like police brutality and that, so...
Yeah, I mean, they're smashing a car who's... Oh my God.
What they were doing here, if you're not white, you can't go through.
Wow. Do you agree with that, or...?
No comment.
Guys, there's stuff getting thrown left, right and centre. Ladies bought a dog. Wow, someone just f***ed me. People are throwing things left, right and centre. They're literally picking up anything they can find.
Yeah, they'll be charging you for cleaning that.
The people are charging the police now. Jesus Christ.
Are we boys? Are we push forward then? Can't don't stop, push forward.
There's literally another group of people on the other side. Oh, I think they're the local Muslim community, it seems like, I think. I'm not too sure. Oh. I'm gonna stand to the side so I don't get hit by a brick. Wow. Oh, bits are getting thrown of all sorts. People are charging the police. Oh, whoa. Jesus Christ, guys. Last thing I want to do is get hit by a baton. Oh, someone's been taken down by the police. Uh-oh.
Wait, is that
Well, kicks are being thrown.
They're getting the army vets now.
Yeah.
Hello, Tommy. Hello, Mick.
Bloody hell.
Neil took their max 95 at him, but like...
Is this normal in Middlesbrough? Does this happen often?
Not really, to be honest.
Have you ever seen anything like it?
No. Last time there was like a protest or whatever you call it, it was for Palestine, but like...
Is there even a big Muslim community in Middlesbrough?
You what?
Is there a big Muslim community in Middlesbrough?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's more than 3/4, I would say.
Right.
Fucking hell.
This guy has literally got a bin. What's the bin for?
I'm all young over you,
Guys, what's the reason for doing this? Jesus Christ. Fuck me. These guys are literally lighting up a bin. You know. It's mental. These guys are putting a bin, literally a disabled man, in the middle of all of it. They've set it on fire and pushed it against into the police.
We want our bin back! We want our bin back! Are you fucking white?
Bloody hell. Well, literally going into people's houses and collecting their bins. I guess to light it on fire. This is mental. Oh my god, the ladies come out. Literally, the ladies come out of the house. Jesus Christ. What are they doing? Hey man, what's the reason for the bin?
Yeah, because we're going to show straight into the
For the police?
Yeah, light on fire shine.
Bloody hell, lads. What's the message of all this? Okay, now this guy's literally lighting this wheelie bin on fire. Fuck me. Jesus Christ, this is mental, guys. This is like... This is just to cause disruption now. I don't think like they're here to protest or anything. Just people who want to ruin their city at the minute.
Pull it! Pull it! Pull it!
Oh my days. This is carnage. Well, the lady's getting arrested and pulled back.
She is off it,
Bloody hell. Not pepper sprayed.
Fucking pepper spray and all that.
Fucking hell. This is really crazy, guys. It's turned into a war zone. Literally, wheelie bins have been set on fire. Tell us where we are.
Right, so this is Shakespeare Beach, also another part of Dover. And as you can see, like, this coastline is just wide open. Like, there is nothing here to stop anyone or anything from coming in.
Right, so we're about a mile away from the port now?
Yeah, a mile away from, it's where the port where we started from with the detention centre.
Yeah.
All we've done basically here is walk in a long straight line to the second part. And as you can see, like, there is nothing here to stop anyone from coming in. It is just wide open.
Right.
You have the fishermen in the day, but as you can see, if you look at some of the fishermen, they come down here to literally eat to live because they may not have money or any way of getting any money because their passport got lost.
Sure. And this is just one of many beaches across this coastline. There's a lot more open spaces to pour up on.
Like I say, you know, we can go back through history and it's never been as easy as it is now to enter this country. You can roll up on the beach, no problem. There'll be no checks, no nothing. You just roll into your local town and off you go into society.
At the minute, I feel like England's seen as this promised land for most people.
Yeah,
they get backed off. Yeah,
it's not what they think it is. We've got Turkish people here and hairdressers. You know, we've got people opening tobacco shops, and at least they're paying tax. They're doing. If they're working, I don't see a problem.
We're just pissed off with it. We want to know when our government, any government, Labour or Liberal or Tories, are going to do something about it. So they keep talk. Yeah. And that's no good sending them to Rwanda, send them back to France.
Yeah, I think they have given money to France to try and police it, but I don't think...
Yeah, but the French won't stop them. The French have got money from us every year, but the French won't stop because they don't want them. And once they've got 3 miles out of there, our boats will tow them to Dover, 17 miles, rather than tow them 3 miles back to France. That's all wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. But I guess we can stop them coming in, but there are already people who are in England at the minute. What should be done with those people?
Round them up, put them on a boat and send them back. And let France deal with them. It's France's problem. France push them to us. It's France's problem, not ours. And they shouldn't push them to England. But the French don't care about us, do they? All the money we give the French government doesn't go towards stopping this, because they could stop these boats. They come in around that coast every day. People see them loading up, and they ignore it, don't they? They're going to England, that's all right. They're not our problem. Till they get here, they're not our problem, are they?
They seem to want to come to England. England probably, or to the UK, I should say. I think the UK has more to offer. Obviously, they must feel that because a lot of people come here. But they come here from all over the place. It's not.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
It's Africa, it's the Far East, it's the Near East. They come from everywhere. And let's face it, we went and took over the world for 200 or 300 years, the empire. It's only the full circle being completed. They're now coming to their homeland almost.
Like I was saying earlier though, coming here and actually seeing it for yourself, obviously today is quite calm, but on a rough day when the waves are all over the place, you've got to feel a bit sorry for people, I think, having to actually make this journey. It is massive, isn't it?
Yeah. People, like I've seen people from London come down here, they've never seen the ocean.
Yeah.
And I've seen whole families stood here in awe. Yeah, you've got to have minerals. It's not the average person that is jumping on this dinghy and coming over and risking it, because like you can see quite clearly it's a mass ocean. It's not a little river crossing or anything like that. These are dangerous waters, and on a bad day, if you don't know what you're doing, it's game over for you.
Yeah, I think between 2018 and 2020, there was about 139 people almost have died, maybe more than that, and they're the ones that are recorded as well.
And that's without the ones that are locking themselves in the back of lorries. Or I worked for a company where I would work with the lorry trailers, and underneath there would be 2 planks of wood tied to the axle, and that they would lay on that and hold on to the chassis, coming across motorways.
I think that's also one thing that's really gone unnoticed at the minute. People forget that Dover has always been a place where human trafficking has occurred, and you've heard stories for years and years of people dying in the back of lorries and getting frozen because they're stuck in a fridge container.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it was 30 a few years ago that sealed themselves into the back of a lorry and didn't realise it was refrigerated and there was no air, and 30 people, it took a couple of hours, the air ran out, everyone perished. We don't want that to happen to anyone, but also we don't want the mayhem that has occurred in the last month on our streets as well, and that's all we're worried about. It's nothing to do with being far right, far left or anything. We're just worried for the future of our country. If it's going to turn this nefarious so quick, what's it going to be like in 10 years?
Yeah, but I hope and I think at the minute people are starting to realise that, it's bigger than politics. It's now down to the government to actually do something about it. And I think that should be the only message now.
Oh, that's a global message, isn't it? All the governments across the world, why are you letting these things happen? Why are you letting the situation in Congo, Nigeria, Palestine, Ukraine, why are any of these things happening? You're meant to be the leaders of the world. You're meant to be the ones we look up to, respect and honour. And at the moment, you're letting the world down. The world, It's not just our country, the world.
Well, it seems like something's happening. I don't know. The street is... Everyone's coming to this side for some reason. Yeah, as you can see, the police are here on their horses. Wow. Complete different scenario. And that's what I'm talking about. Every city you go, you really don't know what's going to happen.
Rule Britannia! Rule Britannia!
Okay.
Rule Britannia!
Wow. Stuff's getting thrown. I don't think it's going to stay peaceful at all. This side is getting kettled in at the minute. Wow, it's really close. It's not really separated. Bloody hell. Let's get a better angle of this. Yeah, so you can see the police presence here on this side, and look at the wow, look at it all. Wow. And what's your reason for coming today?
It's like a protest against the government, and not just only immigration. There's so many things just now. Society's broken.
Right. What's happened in Scotland specifically?
NHS waiting times are ridiculous. There's lack of council housing.
Okay.
Education suffering. It's the whole system strained.
Yeah. Wow. It's like he's shouting on the horse. So that man said he's here to protest more against the government. It's not so much against illegal immigrants, what we've heard before. But yeah, they're really getting kettled in here. I guess they want to keep them in this square. Hey lads, I see your sign. It says asylum frauds out. What's kind of the message today?
It's a message.
Yeah.
Too many want rid of them. That's the message. Too many. Can't keep ourselves now, mind game.
Too many what?
But you daft, but you hear fuck about.
500 million cuts in Scotland this year. 500 million. Where school classes are over. Where education system's on its arse. The crime rates went up.
The state of the UK, it's getting worse and worse by the month. And you've got these nutcases here. All they want to do is chant Nazi, Nazi, Nazi. Yet we're the ones on the side of the Jews. They want to erase the Jews from the planet. And they're coming here, they're bringing their politics about Palestine here. If you want to go and help and fight, go back to Palestine, go and fight for Palestine. But they want to exterminate the Jews, yet all their whole argument is we're the Nazis. It's crazy. These people are mentally ill.
Is this against the government or is it against illegal immigrants? Who wants
against illegal immigrants?
The government are divide and conquer.
Yeah. But whose responsibility is it? Because they're coming in their thousands.
The government. Starmer. Two-tier policing. Starmer.
Glasgow City Council housing illegal immigrants before their own.
But what's the solution? Some are already here. They're here in their thousands. What can you do?
Deport them, mate. Simple as that.
They're coming.
Listen,
we can't keep ourselves. We've got our own fucking people that's homeless, and they're coming out and getting put up in the hotels and fuck knows what. You fucking kidding me?
I'm for peace. I'm pro-immigration. I'm not against immigration, but it needs to be controlled. I'm fed up spending all my money, my tax money, going to all these illegals flooding in, and it's not even that. A lot of them are getting killed on the way, and they're getting exploited and everything. They're coming here and exploiting us, and they're not being peaceful. Don't get me wrong, there's some of them that will be peaceful, and but it's 95% fighting age men. It makes no sense.
As you know, Glaswegians are a really friendly bunch, but you can't be breaking into a country and then expect to be... Anyway, mate, I don't even want to get into it too much. Yeah.
It's too easy to just start spouting. We're not like that. We're not here for that. We're here to show support.
Yeah, but at the minute, I feel like everyone's really divided. I feel like if change is going to happen, you have to go to the governments. There's not really much point shouting and screaming in our streets.
That's another topic. The government of this country is a whole different ballgame. I don't want to get too personal about it, mate. It's just not a good situation.
Yeah, a lot of people I've spoken to today, they don't want to say too much, maybe out of fear of saying something wrong. Different to a couple of months ago, where people are saying anything they want. and they had reason to be fearful, as people have been jailed for sharing posts online, while figures like Hugh Edwards are given suspended prison sentences.
I think that we should be focusing our money on Scotland. See, the thing is, over in the UK, Keir Starmer's just promised £3 billion. £3 billion a year to Ukraine. Don't get me wrong, what's happening in Ukraine isn't right. But you need to give that money to Scottish people and English people, Northern Irish people and Welsh people.
Yeah.
It needs to go to us first.
Right. After today, a lot of people will be calling this a far-right rally, Nazis, as you've heard. Why do you think most people are here today?
Most people are here to make our country safe.
Yeah.
That's what it is, to make our country safe and not have people come in.
Yeah.
If we want our country to be safe and we're labelled far-right, Nazis, fucking racist, then that's what we are. Because we know that we need to make our country safe. If I am a racist for wanting my country to be safe and wanting people checked to come into my country, then I'm a racist.
I mean, look at it now. It's turned into a bit of a clown show. It's like a concert.
It's a joke.
But who are the people here today? Like, I don't really like. Yeah, who are they? Would you say?
So some of the people are mostly Celtic fans.
Okay.
Celtic fans have a big sort of Palestinian link, but what they don't understand is people from Palestine have no idea what a Celtic football club is. They don't know.
Whoa! Something's happening. Some guys come onto the other side. Wow. They're all chasing him. They're all chasing him. Wow. Police have... Wow, the police have got someone on the ground. Okay, they're chasing someone. Don't know what's been happening. Someone just came over. Whoa, something's happening. Some guys come onto the other side. Wow, they're all chasing him, they're all chasing him. Wow. Police have... Wow, the police have got someone on the ground. Yeah, someone came over and antagonised this side. Okay, they're getting the batons out, they're not afraid to use them. Wow. There's loads of people here, wow, masked up. But yeah, someone definitely came over to like start something, and that's why they chased that man. That's what I saw. Yeah, the police keeping their distance, controlling the crowd. People calling two-tier policing. After a close call, I managed to find someone else who came over to the other side. This time, they weren't looking for trouble.
I strongly feel that we're all human, and the borders simply need to open because of climate change, wars, famine.
Right.
And seriously, if we were on the other side, I mean the people who are trying to seek refuge, we would be doing the same.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's interesting the parade position that we want to stop the Gaza war.
Yeah.
Israel must open its borders for Palestinian refugees. Banner parade supports stopping the Gaza war.
But it's actually refreshing to see that you've actually come over here and tried to make some kind of dialogue with people. I feel like there is a lot of shouting and screaming, and people need to understand where people are coming from.
We should communicate. We should communicate so that we know what people stand for. And you know,
we want to start a conversation. That's all we want to do. Start a conversation. The left absolutely hate the Scottish people, right? And saying that's racist against the Scots. Not the other way about.
Right. But when you say refugees welcome, at the minute, that's quite a dangerous thing to say when they're crossing the channel and they could potentially die.
But, well, who would be crossing a channel if they weren't in desperate situation?
Public. What's the problem, mate?
Refugees are not welcome here. Not welcome.
Yeah.
Send them back. Support, not support. But what's going to happen is that these people are coming into our country and they will be used as a whip to further undermine the working conditions of the people in Scotland.
Right.
So we've got to convince the left that mass immigration is not good for the Scots, that us being a hated racial minority in 2066, what will diversity be like for us then?
Right.
Because we're at the end of the queue for everything just now.
But what about those who actually contribute to society and actually pay taxes, work, and are integrated? It's a different story compared to the illegal immigrants. So.
Well, I would argue that they're not integrating. I would argue that they're staying in their own ethnic bubble within our country.
But yeah,
so that's not integrating.
But sure, shouldn't we find a way to do that though?
It can't be done, mate. You only need to look at Sweden, Denmark,
what we have to do is start sending people back and sort their countries out so that they want to stay there.
But even to send them back, that's going to come out of cost. It'll be taxpayers' money sending them back. Same as the reason why we're housing them. That's coming out of our pocket.
They all need to go back, sir. First generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation. They still have to go back.
It makes me sad when people say, aye, you can just blame the parents and the way they were brought up with, the way they lived their life today, and that makes me sad because I was brought up in a good, hard-working family, and so was a good few people that I know, you know, whereas they were the only family members that were addicted.
Just watch your mate, there's loads of needles.
Loads of needles, okay.
Yeah, well, we've actually called out for the council to come down here.
Wow, right.
So as you can see, it's still no happened.
Watch my feet as we're going.
This is just one of the many places.
So I see a lot of tents here. Are these funded by the local council to supply tents for homeless people?
Yeah, no, this tent was bought by the guys that used to be here. They got their own house.
Right.
Our friend Stuart was left the tent. He had his tent pitched just there.
Okay.
But this is where he was sleeping. As you can see, it's like...
It must be extremely noisy. You can't even hear each other talking.
Yeah,
Sleeping under the bridge with cars coming.
Yeah, we called it to Glasgow City Council and Environmental Health to say, is that Stuart in there?
Yeah.
Stuart? Who's that?
Aye, Stuart,
Right. Why are they staying under there? Is it just to protect from the wind? Why?
Aye, well, the boys will be in there taking their crack cocaine or using their drugs, getting out the wind. It's a bit of a wind tunnel here, so...
Yeah, so this is where they go. I can see some syringes just here.
Yeah, that's what we promise, strong, raw, hard-hitting footage, you know, to just bring that awareness to this is what's happening in this Glasgow City Centre. Right. And our two friends over there is a prime example of the letdown.
Yeah, this is a bit ridiculous. I feel like there's too much of it.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
And somebody's wee rosary beads lying there.
But it has to take a certain type of cleaning company to come and do this. It's not safe to dispose.
Yeah,
you know.
no, it is not, because
watch your feet,
we called out, you know, for this to get all cleaned up to the Environmental Health Services, and not one person has done anything about it.
I see a lot of packets here. Are they for syringes, and what else is there?
Well, there's what we got here. Methadone. There's methadone there.
So they come and do their prescription drugs here?
Yeah.
Right.
So there's that, then there's your blue needles, which these ones are mostly used to get into the groin area.
Right.
When your veins have all, you know.
Is it just like a thicker needle? Or
yeah, thicker needle for the groin area, when all the veins in your arms and legs and things have gone, then that's like a sort of,
How does it make you feel coming here?
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, very, very humble to be doing this and being here, and also a reminder to me of where my life was and where my life will never be again, you know, by the grace of God, man, you know. So, coming here is an eye-opener to me, you know, and to return, to be able to give back, you know, is a beautiful experience, really lovely.
He's a what?
He's on a licence.
A licence?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, licence, like if you've done a prison sentence, so after your prison you can get early release, get out and licence, but if you commit any crimes while you went licence, it can take you straight back to prison.
Right.
So, aye.
Sure.
So like for this sort of thing, you know, you can get conditions of your licence as well, that you'll remain clean and no use any substances, so things like that can interfere.
Sure. But this is the main spot then, so they hide under here?
Yes, I used to stand right there. We'd make up our hits there, then we'd go there where we've just been there to inject. See you later, lads, have a nice day, man.
At the moment, this march really reminds me of the first one I went to back in London in Trafalgar Square. People flying the flags peacefully, walking together. But as we're walking, you can really feel the anger from all the different people. I feel like this has been going on for years and years in Ireland. And this isn't the first time they protest. Over a year ago, you had the huge riots, way before the ones that happened in England. And look at the numbers here today. What's the reason you're here today?
Just because the mass immigration into the country of illegal males into our country, ruining it. Health system is in bits, no housing for the normal Irish people. They're bringing kids from Gaza over now to get operated on when Irish kids are lying in hospital, scoliosis and like that. This country's a joke, an absolute joke. It's all for everybody else and not the Irish. If they done something for us or the normal people, it'd all change.
Irish parents have to pay for their children to go to college and university, and the illegal immigrants and the Ukrainians are getting it for free. I'm a grandparent, I'm a concerned grandparent, and I'm just scared out of my wits for what's going to come ahead.
So the Irish locals are literally filling the street here. As you can see, you can't really see past the crowds. It goes on for quite a while. Everyone flying the Irish flags. They call themselves the Fighting Irish. You can see why. Wow.
Irish children who line up at the streets at night. 14,000 homeless Irish, while our country has been flooded with unvetted, undocumented, military-aged men.
Just being around Dublin today, it is quite a multicultural area, and you can actually see some of the bystanders. I wonder what they make of it. But this is middle of the week, it's actually a Thursday, so people maybe finishing work. But wow, it is really causing a scene. Jeez, look at the people. Okay, it seems like there's a counter-protest on this side. Here we see a different kind of crowd here. Palestine protest. Different kind of crowd here. Oh, he's squirting water. Okay. So yeah, there's always going to be a counter-protest. And this is what's happening here. Oh, they say he's got kids. Oh, fuck off.
Palestine flag is one. He broke from the
I keep their pedos off their streets.
Guys, what do you make of all of this?
It's a big load of shit. Why don't they take them into the whole homes then, if they care? They probably live in the countryside and not one of them near them.
Well, the chant is refugees are welcome here. But yeah, as you've seen, the majority are against them. How you doing, mate?
I would.
What go you? Oh man. Take a mark down against the wall. Up against the wall. Take it up. Come on over.
You can see how passionate the Irish get.
We the people of Ireland demand an answer. So move on to the door.
Okay, so we've gotten away from the counter-protest. I don't think that'll be the last they'll see of them. But as we continue walking, let's see what else people have to say. But yeah, these protests do get really heated. Once you go in them and you feel the energy of them, it is like a pressure cooker. And that's what we're experiencing at the moment. But you can see how passionate Irish people are on both sides. But wow, let's keep going. Hey guys, we're documenting the event. Do you mind saying a few words?
You want to say a few words, Jen?
Ireland is full, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Ireland is full, darling. We are here protesting for our children and our future generations. We're not far right, and if you want to call us that...
Just right so far.
Yes, exactly. As you can see, we just passed the lefties. I was actually shocked. I'm going to take off my glasses because I was shocked at the aggressiveness and the Oh, it's just actually scary to see how many people are...
Well, I mean, left or right, if you come to a protest, I don't think you should be covering your face if you want to send a message.
And giving the fingers and that type of abuse they were given. Like, I just stood there in shock. I was actually shocked. But no, we are not... We are for, if you come into the country legally, happily, like we all have to do if we travel around the world, guys. But this influx of people we have, we can't walk around our streets safe. So yeah, we're here I'm here for my son and his children.
Yeah. Well, I've seen that, or I've also read that over 70% of Irish people agree that immigration is an issue. Would you say the majority of the people in Ireland agree?
I think a lot of the majority agree, but I think there's still a lot of pro-immigration because there are a lot of people watching mainstream media.
Yeah.
If you look, BBC is actually covering more of our what's going on in Ireland than the RTE news is.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see what way the documentary comes out tonight at 9 o'clock and what way we're perceived.
Wow. It's interesting in Ireland how the police are actually trying to block this side. Usually it's the other way around.
rights are under attack. Under attack.
Okay, so it wasn't too long of a walk, but they've made it to basically the Parliament building, but there's a big barrier so people can't get through.
It's a safety issue, we're just, it's not about race, this is about a safety issue. There's lots of paedophiles and rape getting in, and children being abducted all over the place. That's what it's about.
I'd also argue that there are also, criminals in our own society, like our own have criminals too.
Yeah, we have enough of our own dirt here, enough paedophiles, enough scumbags. We don't need any more. What seems to have happened, to be honest with you, to equate the statistics of the amount of attacks, it seems to be like someone in African countries opened up the jails and released all the scum. They're ignoring the attacks, ignoring the people, the children being abducted. They're ignoring the women being stabbed. They're ignoring the beheadings, 3 gay men and down in the country. We have no problem with limited immigration within reason and logical thinking, but not to bring in the whole world. Ireland's only a small country. We can't house the whole world. It's just ridiculous thinking. They have to go. The government have to go.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at the population, but why do you think they are coming to Ireland? I mean, they come from England to Northern Ireland and to Ireland.
Basically, they're throwing out the crumbs to the birds, and everyone else is coming to follow them. It's just to put to coin a phrase, like, for better words. Like, they're sending out a signal. There's free benefits and free houses for all, right? So the Roger government tweeting in 12 languages, right? That everyone's welcome from all around the world, no matter who you are. You'll be given a house, your own front door house, and your own welfare and whatever, and you won't be required to work. But yet the Irish people, there's over 114 or 120,000 Irish people homeless. So during the worst homeless crisis we have, these people, this traitorous government, are inviting in people and giving them homes, but ignoring their own people. They're anti-Irish and they need to go.
Get them out! 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 Get them out!
Wow, look at this guy.
Get them out! Get them out! Get them out! Get them out! Get them out!
Out of all the protests we've seen, this is the first time I've really seen people go to the government buildings, and I've said this for the past couple of videos. This is where we should be going, and this is what the Irish are doing today. What's the reason for going to the government building and not staying in the high street?
Basically the pressure they're putting the Irish people under in the last 3-4 years maybe now. Mass immigration into the country, the hospitals are full, the schools are full, our kids can't get doctor's appointments, they can't get school places. The country is in dire straits at the minute, and we need this government gone because they're not working for the Irish people, they're working for the EU, they're working for the puppet masters, and we want them out of here. We want the referendum.
So is this really political at the minute? We saw the counter-protests. Are they supportive of this government?
They're supportive of the government, believe it or not. Believe it or not, it's absolutely crazy.
So what is the change you do want to see? Who should come into power? What is it?
We want a nationalist government. That's what we want, independent nationalist government. Or if all the parties can come together and form a party, that'll do.
But in England, we've heard it, in England as well, you've heard it all the time in England where they've said they're going to do this and that. How can you trust the new government?
Yeah, because half of the government would be the people here that you see protesting. There's loads of independent TDs and councillors running here. We had Kevin Coyle running out in their place, missed out by 70 votes, bet Sinn Féin in the area, bet everybody else really in the area. Over 1,000 forced preference votes. So Kev's running again in the general elections now, hopefully. We're just waiting for these absolute traitors to call a date for it, how we can get them out of here finally.
Let's go!
Well, a lot of people are saying that the police are going to kettle them in here, so they want to start moving. We're just at the door. What would you say the main message was there?
I would think that the main message was that they don't want to listen to us. They don't care what we have to say. They don't care about what's best for us. And they are completely working in opposition to us. Otherwise, why would they close off all the gates and not listen to people if they're representatives of the people?
Right. But it's very different compared to England, where people are calling, stop the illegal migrants, whereas additionally you guys are saying change the government as well.
See, we don't have any problem with legal migration. We don't care about anybody who's here that's living peacefully, that lives among us. We have friends from different countries. And we have no problem with that. It's the government that's allowing this illegal, unvetted ideologies that come here that are very different from the way that we live, and it's not safe for women and children, as we've seen in the UK, in Germany, in Sweden, in Ireland, everywhere.
I've been hearing this phrase, Ireland is full. What does that mean in a sense?
It means that, so when we say we're full, it's that our services are full, our hospitals are full, our schools are full. Some of our children couldn't get places in school this year.
My own child in his own local school, there's only one mixed school, say, and he didn't want to go to all-male school.
Sure.
And I was told that there's only so many spaces, and first of all, diversity kids have to be picked, then the Ukrainian children will be picked, and then the local Irish children whose parents were born and reared, and probably their uncles, their brothers, their sisters went to this school. Over generations are put into a lottery system for the remaining places.
Say the Irish people are eventually looked after, would you guys be welcome into refugees from other countries?
If the services were there in the Irish, which we have been, up until 2004, integration was working quite well. I ran a hip-hop school where I have every child from every culture in it. I went Nigerian, Congo, Chinese, everybody was there. The integration was working. But what's happening now is that there are children in schools in Dublin, Irish children in schools, who feel like they are the odd one out in their class.
Right.
They're being told that they're not allowed to practice communion or confirmation, which has been a tradition in this country. I myself took my son out of Catholic religion because I don't. But I also told my son it's part and parcel of our culture and that must be respected, which it is not.
Yeah, so besides the counter process that we saw earlier, I'd say this one has been really, really peaceful. And there hasn't been that much of a police presence. We saw it a little bit at the beginning, but so far, I feel like the Irish people have been trusted and they know it was going to be peaceful, which is really interesting to see. And we're marching in the city centre, and nothing's really kicked off, to be fair. Bringing the boys in blue, as you can see. As more police arrived, the situation unfolded exactly as many had anticipated.
Because you're against the people. You're all against the people. Every single one of you. You should be ashamed of your life.
Someone's been arrested. Oh, back again. Take two.
Everyone has a right to peacefully protest. We all have a right to peacefully protest.
That fucking old woman that's shouting at man. Bit of respect.
Take it to him. Let them get out of him. If it takes the whole day, we're going to keep you out all night. We're going to keep you out all night. Let them put you back. Oh, they're bothering.
Oh, something's happening. They're arresting someone. Oh. Tensions are rising now.
Stand the line. Stand the line.
I mean, there's a long way back they have to go. It goes all the way down there to the spire. But this man's trying to get through with his bike. That man's still down on the ground. He's got a few officers over him. Yeah, I don't know where they're meant to go, because they're just going to keep going further and further down this road. Maybe they're just trying to clear the bridge.
Slowly, 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 slowly.
That's one thing I've noticed at the moment. The Irish, they don't get pushed over very easily. That's for sure.
And this is a peaceful protest, man.
Yeah, just say how many arrests are made, innit? That's it.
You know what I mean? Well, that's what they want. They want to make us look so bad, and this is a peaceful protest. And they're, you know what I mean? They're putting more anger us against the police now.
Oh, 2 women have been arrested. Wow. All their things dropped. I don't know what they did. Okay, they're telling everyone to move. Yeah. Wow, guys, look at this. Grabbing this man. He only had a phone. I don't know. They're taking him to the van. Oh, they're telling everyone to move back. Yeah, they're just arresting people randomly now. I mean, they've cleared the bridge. They're taking them to those vans. This is slowly starting to look like what happened in London. They're just choosing the amount getting arrested. They're taking them to the van, as you see just down there. I don't know if you can see it. There's some vans. And it has been peaceful. I don't think it was violent at all. The only kind of kerfuffle that we saw was earlier on when there was like a counter protest. But yeah, I guess this is just like being aggressive crowd control. And yeah, the Irish people walking to the spire. Alright, so they're moving them further down. Whoa, they've got someone. Oh bloody hell, they've got this guy in blue. Oh no, 5 officers on him to take his hat. Oh, they're pushing this. Whoa, his shoes have come off and everything. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been given a direction under Section 8 of the Criminal Justice Public Order Act. You're directed to leave the area in a peaceful and orderly manner. Failure to comply with that direction will result in your arrest, and upon conviction you may be subject to a fine or a term of imprisonment. Please step back in accordance with Garda.
This is getting heated, guys. This is getting really heated. They're getting faster. They're getting faster and faster.
Nothing you can do. Scummy bastard. There's nothing you can do. Fucking slapping a fucking
wow. Doesn't matter, the Irish police, English police, all the same. They must have made like over 10 arrests now. Guys, I'm keeping my distance, I won't get arrested. I'll make sure of it.
You a trafficking, how dare you, Christ?
You're the plaza.
Is the counter protest. There must be at least a good 50 along this road, but this one lady's giving the middle finger.
Are you going to arrest her for trying to antagonise us? We'll just sign back and see what happens.
Nobody likes you.
Yeah, what were you in for?
Firearms.
Yeah?
Yeah, possession of firearms.
Right. How long did you get?
I got 6, do 3. But I ended up doing 2 because of the 40% and the 6 months HDC.
Right. Do you think your sentence was fair, 6 years?
It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. I ain't complaining.
Right, and this is meant to be like Category C, one of the newer jails. What is it like in there?
I'm not gonna lie, it's more like a Category B. You get searched on and off your landing, you get searched when you're coming off the wing. Yeah, the regime's not too bad, but yeah. I'll say it's more like a Cat B, to be fair.
Right, and do you share a cell? Like, is there enough space in these cells?
I'm high risk in it, so I'm single, bang up anywhere I go.
Sure. And what support do you get, like, on coming out? Like, do you have somewhere to go to live, or like
they offer you
work
support.
to go to?
They offer you support. I'd rather not go to an AP, so I opted out of it. But for people that's going to be released homeless, there's avenues to get accommodation. They help you with universal credit, stuff like that.
Right. And are you on like license now? Do you have like conditions you have to?
Yeah, I'm on license for 4 years.
Okay.
And basically it's like the usual. I ain't got nothing too crazy. I just got to register my phone with my probation, let them know what car I'm driving, etc. and don't commit no crime.
Yeah, what have you got to say for Keir Starmer?
Vote Labour, man. I know. Yeah. Nothing, bro. You giving me all these things in my hand, bro.
Mate, let's start, bro.
Yo.
Let's start, right now.
Yo.
Let's start, right
Put that one down, man.
Let's get these cameras off now. It's big boy time now, Wes. Big boy time.
Alright, gonna have a drink. Celebration. Meeting with the prisoners as they came out, it was clear that many felt they'd been given another chance at life. While they may not have much to their name upon release, the sense of freedom was more than enough for most. Alright, see you later, guys.
Let's do this.
And off he goes. Okay, so that was one of the prisoners who came out of Five Wells. One of the prisoners who's finally free and part of the early release scheme here in England. He got 6 years, served 3, apparently for possession of a firearm. What's your reason for coming today?
There's many reasons why the UK have now decided to make a stand. But for me personally, it's to stand for freedom of speech. The state of this country is in such disarray. There has to be something done about it, and with all these people here together, we can get some ideas and we can talk to each other about how we get out of this nightmarish situation that we're all living in at the minute.
So you stand with Tommy Robinson today.
Yeah,
what do you,
I absolutely do.
What do you think is happening to free speech in England at the minute?
Well, it doesn't exist anymore, does it? It's everyone's scared to speak.
Yeah, but I mean, lots are out today. Do you think people will be quite outspoken today?
I hope so, yeah, because there's a big crowd of us. I want Keir Starmer to see, you know, that we're not going to let him stamp us down.
I feel like as a white person, you can't say what you feel because you're slapped down. You have to do what you're being told to do.
Yeah, and it does seem like freedom of speech is kind of, being taken away.
But if you say something as a white person, you're not allowed to say that.
Yeah.
So... But yeah, it's the country's just gone to pot, really.
Rest in peace, Peter Lynch and Tommy. Hope you're doing well. See you when you're outside.
Yeah, people like blame different cultures for issues in society. Do you think it's to do with that, or do you think it's more the government?
We, as a nation, we've been so tolerant that we've become intolerant of our own culture. So you can't say that we don't accept everybody, because we do. We've always have done.
Yeah.
But when certain cultures deem it appropriate to overtake the original culture of this land, that's when things need to stop.
Yeah.
And we go, oh no, I don't like that now. And then they start whinging about it and go, oh, you're a racist, you're a Nazi, you're far right. It ain't, it's just right. We are of this land.
Yeah, so a lot of the people we will speak to today are going to be very patriotic. You heard from that man. He says he wants to protect the English culture. And that's been put into question recently, especially after all the protests and riots that's happened in the summer. But wow, look at the amount of people are here. But what do you think is happening to freedom of speech at the minute in England?
Oh, they've gone nuts with it. You can't say this, you can't say that. And now, folk are getting chucked in prison for putting something on Facebook when they're chucking criminals out of you were freed for a non-murder strangle crime, and that were all right, get out of prison. And if you put an earty tweet on Twitter, you're chucked in prison. It's disgraceful. It is. So if you don't believe in it, well, you deserve everything you get. You stand up for what you believe in, and that's that.
I mean, if you associate with this side, you might be called far right and a racist. What have you got to say to that?
Have a go with it. Yeah, I mean, if this is far right, well, that's it. Then I'm far right. I'll stay far right and all. If freedom's far right, I'm far right, and it's not far right. It's right so far.